Very good afternoon to all. Hope you're all having a fantastic Tuesday afternoon. Landon here with you, bringing you your latest severe weather coverage from Weather or Not, courtesy of On Target and Morgantown Bank and Trust. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning that has been issued for Butler County. This is going to be valid for 60-mile-an-hour winds. Got the opportunity of seeing 3/4 of an inch size hail coming along with this as well. Folks, we got our sky cams, our bona fide cyclone port network that is loaded right here beside me to showcase you what's ongoing. We can get a look into the mouth of the beast of this severe storm that's rolling out of Ohio County south and eastward into Morgantown, courtesy of our Morgantown Bank and Trust Skycam. This severe thunderstorm warning is intact, not only for Butler County, but this also includes the northern fringe of Warren County, over with our friends in Edmonson County, right there along the border as well. We got a separate severe thunderstorm warning over here on the east side of Brownsville, on the east side of Edmonson County. For all you all up there tuning in with the Edmonton Voice, we have got 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. This is valid for the next 56 minutes, all right? So we've got 2 ongoing severe thunderstorm warnings that we're keeping our eyes on. So again, those of you included in Edmonton County, over into portions of Butler and North Warren County as well. You can see right there, folks, we just brought that up. We're going to showcase it again here for you. Look at the mouth of the beast working in here from the north and west side of Butler County. Morgantown Bank and Trust Skycam got a wonderful view of that. We got our alert dashboard that's also up right there as well, showcasing the ongoing severe warnings that are currently in effect. As always, folks, you all are the bread and butter whenever it comes to reports. If you can send us those reports safely, please do so. This is moving in here on the far north and west side of Butler County as we speak. We're going to take our radar view back. Those of you in Logansport getting in on this up into Dexterville, Bannock, over into Oak Ridge. This is looking on the north side of Butler County that's going to be impacting this. Morgantown is also included. You can see where we've got the highest DBZs that are located right here on the fringe of the Ohio and Butler County line and transversing off to the south and east here as we roll over the course of the next hour or so, all right? So we're keeping eyes on this, keeping it monitored. We do have a tornado warning that's been in place up here for Grayson County. Those of you up here in Litchfield, this is just outside of our Wobbles community coverage area. But we're going to be keeping eyes on this, folks. This is going to be pulling down here to the south and east. So those of you in and around the north side of Edmonton County need to keep close eyes on this. If you're near Moody Deer, anywhere around the Nolan Lake vicinity, we're going to be keeping very close eyes on this one. Seeing if we got some rotation. It is somewhat broad, but we have had some reports of observed tornadoes, folks, with this line of storms up near and around the Louisville Metro. As it was pulling down to the south and east near Shepherdsville, they had some reports of tornado on the ground from law enforcement. We do have a history of trees being downed along with power lines. So, folks, the storms have got a history of bringing some damage. And now with the severe thunderstorm warnings now in our neck of the woods, we're going to be keeping very close eyes on this as it rolls through here. Yes, damaging winds continue to be the primary threat with this, Mary. That's what we're watching here. Those of you right here on the north side of Butler County, you can see it right there, folks, looking at our Morgantown Bank and Trust Skycam right here next to me. You can see the leading edge of that lowering, it would appear, with somewhat of a gust front or a shelf cloud that's rolling in here out of the north and west along with these. We can give you the broad range view here, folks. We're going to back this up. You can see where we got what we refer to as the marching ants. For those of you over here near Campbellsville, up into E-Town, over into Lebanon as well, that is showcasing a severe thunderstorm warning for potential of considerably damaging winds upwards of 70 miles an hour, all right? This thing is stretching all the way to the north and east across Lexington as well. Those of you up there near and around that vicinity got a severe thunderstorm warnings, folks. This line of storms lit up like a freaking Christmas tree at the moment as it's moving through here, all right? Yes, I will echo what Michelle just said. If you do not have it, she said she is watching our current Skycams on the handy dandy Weather or Not app. Search it in the Google Play, search it in app stores, available for all smartphones and tablets. WX or Not, enable your locations. You have access to all these beautiful Skycams you're looking at here, along with a multitude of radar products and itemized things that you all can utilize to your benefit. We can't thank you enough for your support that will come along with that as well. Those of you right here on the north and west side of Butler County, coming in as we speak near Gilstrap, Logansport, getting in on the action. Stretching over near Eden Stretch, coming south towards Aberdeen and Morgantown. And those of you near Dexterville, Brooklyn, right along Caneyville Road, running right along Highway 79. Coming north out of Morgantown, that would appear where the strongest portion of the storm is currently located and moving through. You can see right here, folks, those of you near Oak Grove, this is an interesting velocity signature that we're looking at. Definitely got some rotation right here that we want to keep eyes on, all right? So those of you in and around Oak Grove and Cromwell, pulling down to the south and east towards Gilstrap, Flint Springs, over towards Dexterville and Eden, we need to keep very close eyes on this. It is a very tight circulation. We'll see if they upgrade this to a tornado warning here. National Weather Service obviously going to be watching this like a hawk. We'll see if there's any alterations and changes, but that rotation has really tightened up there on that last scan. Right here near Cromwell, pulling down to the south and east, is going to be riding right along 231 and Interstate I-165. This is where we're seeing the tightening of this rotation right here that's working in. So in addition to the severe thunderstorm warning with 60-mile-an-hour winds as a primary concern, need to keep eyes on this here as it's pulling here just off to the east, as you can see with the latest scan that we just had, all right? So right here just north of Cromwell and Oak Grove, pulling eastward towards Flint Springs, Bannock, Oak Ridge, Nephis, Casey vicinity, right up there by Lindsay's Market, the Dollar General, right along Highway 79. You all need to be keeping very, very close eyes on this as it moves in here. Severe thunderstorm warning, folks, that we were just talking about. We'll bring up the presentation mode for you. Got over 23,000 of you all currently in this particular severe thunderstorm warning. Over 9,800 houses as well. Got 16 school facilities in the current severe thunderstorm warning. Again, this is valid for Butler, Ohio, and Warren County, all right? This is continuing in the southeastward trajectory. We got some winds that are showing up here near Cub Run, right along the Edmonton and over here near the Hart County line as well. We got some returns right there on the velocity factor as well. You can see where the reflectivity is really blown up. So far northeast Edmonton County starting to get in on the action here. And we've got a good look at the gust front over from that direction as well, folks. Those of you up there in Edmonton County, take a look at our Shady Hollow Golf Course camera. You see the lowering right there? You can see some of the storm clouds meandering around here, folks. This is coming right along the leading edge of that tornado-warned storm that is currently working south and east through Litchfield towards the Edmonton County line. Shout out to our partners up there with the Edmonton Voice and Shady Hollow Golf Course up there. Tremendous little gym here in the Wobbles community to go and get around in on the links. Those are the only two severe thunderstorm warnings that we currently have active. We'll back this up for you to give you a broad range view of this, all right? We're working, those of you on the far north and east side of Edmonton County, those of you right here in Morgantown. Again, folks, if you're in Butler County, it looks like the north side, all right, is what is going to be getting in on the vast majority of this. So if you're north of roughly in Aberdeen, over into Munford, over into Jetson Line, That's currently where we're watching and monitoring for the strongest portion of the storm here that's trying to swing in from the southeastward track and trajectory that it's taken. Folks, we got storm motions that's nearly on an eastward trajectory, and we've got the cold front diving to the south, so these storms are just creeping very steadily to the east, south, and east. Landon, we have got small hail falling up in Dexterville. Appreciate the report up there, Jason. Hope you're staying safe. Appreciate your report, Anna. She is also reporting up near Gilstrap. I live near Gilstrap right off of 231. We've had some strong winds that are coming through here as well, along with some large branches that have already fallen on the ground. Also have had some very small hail that's falling. Appreciate that report, ma'am. Hope that you're staying safe. Yes, if you all hear that in the background, that is my Catahoula leopard dog, Barkley, absolutely losing his mind on someone who is mowing across the street. So, great appreciation to you, Barkley, for the background noise. I just say that, folks, because we've had 2 or 3 people mention if we've got a dog running around here. Currently not in the Whether or Not headquarters office, but yeah, Barkley will make himself known as well. No, Michelle, not as Trudy's not nearly as loud as that. Those of you who tuned in before, Trudy made an appearance here on the past few severe streams we had. She's a bit quieter on that front. Over here near Brooklyn, stretching out Brownsville Road over towards Jetson and points northward over here near Granser. Pulling north, folks, as we've been screaming here, right along Highway 79, points off to the west is where the strongest portion of this storm is currently located and working in from. My goodness, look at how dark that is up there. Let's get a gander right here, folks. Watch this wall of water moving in via our Morgantown Bank and Trust Skycam. Tracking right in here from the west. Shout out to our partners up there in that direction, folks. Got Morgantown Bank and Trust that makes this stream possible, along with On Target, our storm damage specialist right here across our vicinity, folks. You save that number right there. Emergency line available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you run into any storm damage, flooding, if you get a tree, God forbid, that falls on a structure, folks, we have got saturated grounds out here, all right? These strong of winds moving in, it's not going to take too much to put some trees down like what we've already been seeing. And whenever those trees fall, folks, it can not only fall on structures, it can take out the power lines as well. Look back there in the distance, folks, and look at the lowering with the scud with this particular storm. We're looking off to the north and west from atop the Butler County Courthouse. It's actually raining in Morgantown now, but if you look back there in the distance, folks, look at the lowering, all right? That's the rotation that we were looking at not too long ago, right along the Ohio and Warren County line. Or excuse me, Warren and Butler County line. Yeah, that thing's right there, folks. We kept it up for you right here. You can keep a view on our Morgantown camera. You can see some of that lowering that's going along with that. Eric is watching from Nolan Dam Road area. Appreciate you watching from up in that direction. Well, speaking of that, we're going to jump over here real quick, and you can see not too much, despite the severe thunderstorm warning over here. Over into Edmonson County. It's kind of staying right along the county line here. We'll back this up and show you. That cell blew up just south of Cub Run, and it's being ingested by the line of storms as it's moving in here. All right, we can put it into motion here, and it is coming in absolute deluge right here at the Whether or Not compound, and now I see why. I've been staring up to the north. Whether or Not headquarters here on the south side of Bowling Green. They got a nice little quip of a cell blowing up right here, intensifying quickly For those of you in and around, looks like Memphis Junction, cutting eastward right along Interstate I-165. This is going to be pulling over towards Hunting Creek, riding right along the south side of Bowling Green and pushing eastward for those of you over towards Greenwood. Those of you over here on the north side of Butler County, though, this is where we continue to keep our focus at, folks, because we do have some lowering and rotation that's occurring with this storm as well. So those of you up here in this vicinity need to keep close eyes. We just had another severe thunderstorm warning that got issued, folks. You just saw it pop up. That's the one that we've been watching and monitoring. Winds up to 60 miles an hour, up to 3/4 of an inch size hail that's going to be coming along with this one, all right? You can see that weak rotation, all right? Those of you over in Bannock, over here near Dexterville, going to be pulling eastward, be right along Brooklyn, just north of there as well. Those of you in and around Brooklyn Church Road vicinity, pulling north near Casey County Road, right along Highway 79. Greatly appreciate that. Ashley said she just got a group text and just shared our YouTube link with her friends and family in their group text. Appreciate that. Let's take a look at this, folks. Let's take this full screen again. Look at the lowering. Look at the scud. That is warm, moist air being gobbled up right up into the storm. Warm, moist air is what storms absolutely thrive and feed off of. We can jump over here as well. We're getting some, well, I think we are. Are we? Getting some views in here currently. Get a nice view, a little bit of mammatus clouds coming in here from Critical Thinker, right over just northeast from Alvaton a few moments ago. That must be off that storm that we were just looking at a few moments past, all right? So we got some neat cloud structure out there, folks. We've got loads of weather headlines, including a flood watch and severe thunderstorms that are currently ongoing in and across our vicinity. So we'll take this back, folks. You can see it coming right here into Morgantown, looking off to the north and west here, folks. 60-mile-an-hour winds, y'all. That is the current warning that is in effect. We do not currently have a tornado warning that has been issued or is out there. But if that was to change, we will be sure to let you know, all right? We'll jump back over here and bring back up the latest radar. That's the rotation that we're looking at via the Morgantown cam that we were just taking a gander at. We're watching that in real time, folks. That thing is trying to tighten up to an extent. Those of you over here in Edmonson County, we're not forgetting about you, I promise. We just don't have much ongoing. We can put this into motion. You can see we had that strong cell that blew up, or you had the severe thunderstorm warning that is pulled off there to the east and is actually just blowing right through the heart of Hard County over there. Dale Avery country. Shout out to him, buddy. Hope you're doing well, staying safe over there in the midst of all this. You can kind of see it, folks. It's kind of having some struggle organizing. We've had these little spins, these rotations as this cold front's moving in here. We've got a lot of boundaries that are interacting and helping to create that, all right? We just had that tornado warning that just got extended here onto the east side of Edmonson County. So all of you all up there tuning in, whether you're in Edmonson County watching via YouTube on the Edmonton Voice channel, those of you included over here in Cub Run, cutting down towards Straw. And folks, this is just east of what we were just looking at right here from our Shady Hollow Golf Course cam. This is just north of Mammoth Cave. Shady Hollow Golf Course, looking northward. You can see kind of the lowering, folks, and the storm clouds that are going along with these gust fronts that are working through here, all right? So those of you right along in Stockholm, you're underneath this as well, and we're watching the rotation coming just south and east of Litchfield now, and this is coming down in this direction. So those of you over here in far east side of Edmonson County is currently underneath the tornado warning. Grayson County remains under it, and over into Hart County, we got a good chunk of that area currently underneath that warning as well. You can see it right here, folks. You can see that rotation really starting to, it's kind of broad, but there's some tightening rotation quips in here right around Linwood, Dog Hill, pulling down right along the Edmonson, Grayson, and Hart County conjunction. So those of you over in that area, you need to be paying close attention. That tornado warning was just issued and is going to be valid here until 5 p.m. You can see our alert dashboard, folks, on the far side of the screen. That's going to be ongoing and rolling as we work throughout the remainder of our severe weather coverage. We also got this rotation here, folks, that we're looking at right here just to the north and west of Morgantown. And just got reminded by a team member here. Need to take a glance at this. Folks, look at the view. My goodness. Clip that and put it on the social feeds. What a view coming in here. Tornado warning and severe thunderstorm warnings that are currently out. We've got the gust front coming right into the heart of Morgantown as we speak. And this is the rotation that we're looking at via radar. Right there just north and west of Eden, as we were just talking about, this is pulling south of through Eden towards Aberdeen and the north side of Morgantown. We also have strong velocity returns up here near Bannock, working east towards Oak Ridge, Casey vicinity, up there in the ridge of Nephis as well. It's going to be running right along the north side of Butler County, and if it continues on the same track, those of you over here in North Edmonson County, you all need to be aware as well. Yes, indeed, we are. Amy asked if we're live on our app. Yes, we are, folks. The Weather or Not app. You all are just tuning in. WX or not, all smartphone devices, all tablets, Android and iOS systems. Download the app. You can keep up with everything. You can watch the radar. You have access to all of our sky cameras made readily available to you, developed for you and by you. All right, y'all. We got the rotation getting a little bit tighter here. Those of you on the far north and east side of Edmonson County, near Dog Creek and Cub Run. Those of you over here in this area, we've got a radar indicated tornado warning. All right, we're going to center this up for you. Radar indicated, all right? So it is not observed, but the radar is indicating that we do have tightening rotation within the atmosphere. Sandy Tom says, I got heavy rain in Dexterville and Bannock Road. Coming right through here, folks. This is exactly what you're watching. Ruby May has got wind, a lot of wind with the thunderstorms coming through over on County Road. Appreciate that report. If you all send us the reports, folks, please do so safely, all right? Just look, I cannot get over the view of our Morgantown Skycam, y'all. Look at this. You got flood advisories that have been put out as well for those of you over in Butler County. Flash flooding, also a concern coming along with this, all right? Tornado warning is for the eastern sliver here of Edmonson County. You can see that tightening rotation right near and around Lidwood, pulling down to the south, all right? So those of you near Cub Run over here on the east side of Edmonson County, would recommend being in your safe spot. Just want to back up here, get a gander at a couple of different radars. You can see there, again, that rotation where the greens meet the reds, folks. Whenever we bring up these velocity couplets, green is going towards the radar, red is going away from the radar that we're looking at. Those are the winds that are going away. So whenever we get the reds and the greens that are lined up, that is indicative of the rotation here within the atmosphere. Strongest storm still impacting the far north side of Butler County here, stretching from Munford eastward over towards Jetson, Whitting Hill, Big Reedy. You're going to be next in the line for this as well. Yep. Yes. Severe winds, folks. That's what this is currently out for. And we've got the tornado warning that is out for far east side of Edmonson County. We have 2 separate severe thunderstorm warnings. I'm going to try to back this up for you, folks, give you a little bit of a clearer view. I'm going to flatten this out. I'm going to back this up to give you a better view. We've got this severe thunderstorm warning that's valid for another 31 minutes, along with a coming along here. With that severe thunderstorm warning for those of you over here in Edmonson County. And we've got the one right here that's going to be expiring in 15 minutes right here for the north side of Butler County. We're going to be with y'all every step of the way, all right? Insane. We have almost 2,000 of you all on our app alone. That doesn't include our channels. We can't thank you all enough for your support. Ruby May says, raining very hard on County Road with the thunder and lightning. I believe every bit of that, and we're keeping eyes right on it, folks. Look at the structure on this thing. Look at the lowering right there, folks. Looks rather scuddy, but still, we do have some broad rotation that's showing up within the atmosphere, folks. Look at that. Look at right there on the horizon. Right there just above my bald, shiny head. Got a little bit of lowering action going over in that direction. All eyes on that. I'm going to stay right here with it, folks. We got eyeballs on it. Well, our camera does. You get the idea. Can't thank our partners enough, Morgantown Bank and Trust, for making this happen. Looking right over the new modern state-of-the-art building right there in downtown Morgantown, too. My goodness, look at that. Coming an absolute deluge over in that direction. And this is what we're looking at, folks. We're looking right here. We're going to keep it right here on the panel camera right here next to me. But you can see that broad rotation is right here. Right here, working over Munford and Aberdeen right now, and this is pulling off to the east. This was just near Eden. This is pulling off due to the south and east. And folks, honestly, it's not even in the severe thunderstorm warning that's currently out there. Looking over here, folks, we still got that tightening rotation over here with this tornado-warned storm tracking right along. Looks like the bulk of this rotation now is over in Hart County. We're going to be keeping eyes on it right here, folks. For those of you in Edmonson County, we're going to be right here with you, but we're watching that very, very closely. These cells trying to start to meander and merge together, folks. It is a slop fest out there. It is messy. Ain't no skippity ridge with that, huh? So this is what we're watching right here. The tornado warning that's been there, it's been in effect here, folks, for the past 20-ish, 30 minutes or so. We've been following along, telling you to get into our safe space in case we had anything develop. We got broad rotation that just worked east out of there, and we got some more approaching right here out of the north and west for those of you near Cub Run, all right? You can see that stronger returns right here. We've got the flashing on the radar with the DBZs that are rather impressive. Look at that. 54.5 DBZ. Folks, we got cloud tops upwards of 50+ thousand feet vertically extended up into the atmosphere. So these are very, very strong storms. All right, they have allowed the severe thunderstorm warning over here for Butler County to expire, but folks, we're still watching that right there. Evan, if you can pull that a little bit further to the north, buddy, that Morgantown Skycam, I would certainly appreciate it. Shout out to Evan Hatter working behind the scenes here. That's the broad rotation we're looking at. And folks, not just that, you can take a glance, and we kind of got a little bit of a hook, dare I say, trying to work in here. Got the inflow coming here, got the outflow flowing around. That's where it was showcasing that broad rotation right there just east of Aberdeen and just south of Munford now. Yeah, we're trying to get a view of it, folks, but you can see there we're trying to look due north, and by the time it's changed over, we've got the tower cam that we're on that's making it somewhat difficult to view. So if we can get a better gander of that here shortly, if this continues eastward, we should be able to get a gander of it looking back over in the other direction. All right, folks, right over here, right along the line, we have got an observed tornado now. Observed tornado with the tornado warning polygon that includes the far northeastern sliver of Edmonson County, all right? So this is just a little sliver of you all, but I know we got some adjacent counties that are tuning in, folks. Those of you over in Hart County, an observed tornado, all right? Got an observed tornado on the ground. This is valid until 5 p.m. So those of you in and around Kessinger up towards Macon, over here into Winesap, Forestville, you all need to be in your safe place immediately. Up here near Bonnieville, all of these locations, Pine Springs, Lyons Mill, if you're along Highway 728, pulling eastward here towards 1140, you all need to be in your safe place. This is an observed tornado. Observed tornado warning that is riding just along the far northeastern tier of our coverage area. Tornado on the ground and has been observed. Law enforcement has confirmed the tornado being on the ground. So, folks, if you're in this polygon, you need to get in your safe place immediately. And if you have any reports, folks, let us know. Right here over Cub Run. That's where we were just talking about a little bit earlier here. That's just worked just east of that direction as well. Right over here near Macon, up here into Lyons Mill, folks. This is where we're seeing the return with where the velocity is located at, all right? So those of you in and around Roseburg, up here near Lyons Mill, pulling here off to the east, those of you up here in Hart County, you all need to be in your safe place. This is pulling off to the east, Macon, Kessinger, Winesap, Litchfield Crossing. You all are going to be in the crosshairs for this as this continues to pull off to the east. Thunder, lightning, windy, and rainy. Kaylee Vincent says that there's reports of a tornado touchdown near Cub Run. That's where we were just looking at a short time ago. Folks, we're following along with this one. We've got a new severe thunderstorm warning that's now been issued. This is for eastern Butler County, where we were just looking at that rotation via radar, via our Skycam network, and looky there. Evan did his due diligence for us, and you can see some of that rotation, the lowering, folks, that we were just watching now that the storm has gotten out and trying to move out from behind the old dispatch tower here on the Butler County Courthouse. Just had another new severe thunderstorm warning be issued. This is butting right up to the far west side of Butler County. So those of you near Harper Crossroads, Quality, Penride, over towards just north of Dunmore, the unspoken animal control officer over there, Austin Neighbors, shout out to him. Near Gus, Huntsville, Silver City. Those of you over here in this area, Huntsville, Silver Springs Road, need to be ready for this one as it continues to pull off to the east, all right? Those of you included in the new severe thunderstorm warning also includes Black Gold near Windyville, Asphalt, Glenmore, down into Richardsville, Vallejo, and over into the Anna community of the north side of Warren County. We still got this observed tornado warning for those of you over here in Hart County. Hart County is technically outside of our coverage area, but this is an observed tornado, folks. So we're continuing to touch base over here. All right, Lyons Mill, Priceville, Bonneville, Macon, Kessinger, pulling east. If you are located right along Highway 1140, you need to be in your safe place. If you see your location, if you are within this polygon, you need to be alerted for that, all right? This severe thunderstorm warning coming east right through Jetson. We've been screaming this from the rooftops here over the past 20 or 30 minutes. Horses Mill over into Round Hill, Reedyville. It's going to be right along Big Reedy and entering the west side of Edmonson County here very shortly. Got a boatload of you all tuning in from over in that direction as well. We're looking at the back side of that severe thunderstorm warning right now. We just got these supercells that are trying to get going, folks. And that's what we're looking at. All right? Those of you right up here, right along Nolan Lake Dam, got a few question marks about it. You look to be in the clear. Moody Deer, Prosperity. The worst of it here is pulling off to the east. And this has been with the tornado warning that's still out there, along with the severe thunderstorm warning over here in Hart County. We're right here, folks. We got these supercells that are ongoing across portions of Butler County as we speak. This is going to be continuing to pull off to the east. Those of you across Warren County, Bowling Green, you need to be paying close attention to this. You all are going to be next in line as this thing makes an attempt to pull south and east of the region. And we were just looking at the view there with the latest velocity returns, all right? New severe thunderstorm warning, folks. It's almost like I got a magic 8-ball, y'all. Right here across the south side of Butler County, where we've got three. We got the trifecta of supercells working south and east across Butler County as we speak. Strongest rotation, strongest winds entering the southwest side of the county now. And over here to the north and east side, right on the extended of the boot, if you will, or the upside down boot of Butler County. And we're looking, folks, our Skycam is still looking at it. Look at that lowering right there on the back side of that. Absolute deluge there. Frog strangler action coming into Morgantown right now as we speak. Yeah, Rochester looks to be just south of you. So those of you over in that area. Got it right here, folks. Trying to stay on top of it like white on rice. You got reports to give, please do so in a safe manner. And again, folks, we've already had a history of storm damage being reported with some of these storms moving through, so be aware. All right, PDS, particularly dangerous situation, folks, over here in Hart County. Those of you watching, we've got a tornado that is on the ground over here on the south and west side of Hart County. All right, rotation is detected. Tornado on the ground, particularly dangerous situation. Those of you in this polygon, all right? Those of you in this polygon, Kessinger, Litchfield Crossing, Highway 1140, 88, all of you all over here in this vicinity, you need to get to your safe place immediately. Not scared, always prepared. Lowest level of your home, you want to be in a small interior room or closet with no windows in that room for obvious reasons. Hunker down and ride this out if you have to, folks. An interior closet, an interior bathroom, in the bathtub, no windows. There is an observed tornado on the ground. This has been labeled as a considerable damage threat. And you can see there, folks, with the flashing icon, that is indicating of a particularly dangerous situation. If you have any friends or family members over in Hart County, they need to be in their safe place immediately. Right here. Got over 4,800 of you all that are currently underneath the PDS tornado warning with a confirmed observed tornado on the ground with extremely dangerous and potentially deadly tornadoes on the ground, flying debris, and move to the lowest interior room of your home. This is tracking off to the south and east at 30 miles an hour, all right? Again, folks, we're not forgetting about you all over here. Butler County, Edmonson County, you can see these supercells that are getting going, folks. We are watching some broad rotation occurring with these. We're going to be watching these like a hawk in case a tornado tag is thrown on any of them, which the way that these things have been behaving, they can do so whenever. Yes, you can have your own, Brittany. Brittany's asking if that's the Weather Chicken on my shirt. Yeah, our merch shop. Check it out, Weather Chicken. Continuing to follow it, folks. They've extended this, all right? Look at this rotation right here over top of Macon, pulling off here to the east near Kessinger as well. You can see the returns that we have that's showing up here that's showcasing a tornado on the ground. All right, did you all just see that return on the correlation coefficient? Right there over near and on top of Macon, just east of there, just northwest of Kessinger as well. This thing is just walking it right straight down. That's why the PDS tornado warning's been issued. Got radar indications that tornado is causing damage on the ground. This has been extended as well. Those of you in North and East Barron County have been included in this PDS particularly dangerous situation. If you are in Halfway, Hinesville, Griderville, Bear Wallow, Park, all of you all located on the north and east side of Barron County, you need to go ahead and prepare ahead of time as this rotation is taking a due southeastward track, all right? We're going to be right here with you, folks. You all are going to be just fine. Just get to your safe place. Never scared, always prepared. We're going to be right here with you. We're going to make it through it, all right? I promise you. Still watching these supercells over here, folks, like a hawk. Still got severe thunderstorm warnings. It's out here on the south side of Butler County. All of you all located in and around Richelieu, Davis Crossroads, Dimple, Boston. This is going to be over near Flat Rock, Cane Ridge, Sugar Grove vicinity. But it's pulling right here on the west. You're getting the front flanking downdraft here. The forward flanking downdraft. You can see the structure of this, folks, is trying to become a textbook supercell, all right? Trying to become a textbook supercell. We've got 3 of them right now that is currently impacting Butler County. That is just baffling. That's wild. Evan, if you don't mind, swing that Morgantown cam back around and look west if you don't mind. Tornado warning has been issued right here on the far south and east side of Muhlenberg County. This is going to be entering the far south and west side of Butler County here very shortly, all right? This is what we were just talking about, folks. Those of you in your Harper Crossroads, into the Quality vicinity, if you're along Highway 106, Huntsville, Silver City Road, you need to be watching this one very closely. We got strong storm that's getting going right here over Rich Pond, pulling eastward towards Three Springs and Plano. And of course, we just got an update there and it lost a little bit of its oomph. All right, we're still watching this over here, folks. We still got a PDS tornado warning with an observed tornado. And this does include the far northeastern side of our coverage area. Right here in Barron County. So those of you over in this vicinity, Goodnight, Greiderville, stretching along 740 and 70 points northward, you need to be in your safe place. This is in effect for another 41 minutes. A PDS tornado warning with considerable damage threat. You can see it right there, folks. Tornado on the ground, PDS. We got a new tornado warning that just got extended out. Those of you on the south side of Butler County, you need to get to your safe place right now. If you're in Silver City, this is riding just south of Huntsville. Rotation here near Gus, pulling eastward towards Quality, Harper Crossroads. Those of you located on the northern side of Logan County, you also need to be in your safe place. This is stretching over from Anderson, going to be cutting right across 79 over towards Buffalo Fork and Richelieu, all right? So all of you over here near this area, you need to be in your safe place. Those of you down here on the south side of Butler County and between Dimple, stretching over to Sugar Grove up into Needmore, this is going to include right along Highway 231 if you're up near Davis Crossroads, if you've been having a late lunch or an early dinner at Con-Cons, you need to be paying attention to this and you need to get to your safe spot. Rotations right here, folks. Working in right here out of the west as we speak. Haroldsville over into Quality. It's going to be riding right along 1153. All right, right along the Butler and Logan County line. You can see we got that very broad rotation that's pulling eastward. If you are in this polygon, you need to be in your safe place. Becoming an absolute deluge now. This supercell moving into Morgantown, folks. Look at that. We got some hail that's falling out there as well right now as we speak. Look at the hail mixing in right there with the rainfall. Continue to watch this right here, folks. Look at this rotation. Kessinger right over top of it, moving over into Litchfield Crossings. Those of you over here in the Hart County, you're out of time. You got to get to your safe place, all right? Got to get to your safe place. Yes, indeed. Marty giving the shout out to the app. Folks, WX or not, download the app. All Google Play, all iOS, in the app stores for any smartphone, any tablet. You can download it. You can enable your location. Anyone in the United States can download this thing. Turn on your notifications. You'll be notified as soon as severe weather warnings are issued. That is not a good look here near Litchfield Crossings in Perryville. You will have got to get to your safe place over in Hart County. Folks, this is adjacent to us. We cover the Wobbles community here: Warren, Allen, Barron, Butler, Logan, Edmondson, Simpson. But we cover adjacent counties whenever we have emergencies like this that are ongoing. Those of you over here near Hardyville, you need to get in your safe place. Munfordville is about to move in right over top of your head. My old buddy Will Sock over there in your stopping grounds. Buddy, if you're tuned in, get you and your family to your safe place immediately. Tornado warning is ongoing here, and look at the reflectivity here that just blew up. Got the opportunity of some large hail being produced with this particular run as well. All right. Those of you near Boston, we got the reflectivity really blowing up right along 1153, cutting in from the east and the west side of Quality here, right along and just north of 1153. Pulling east towards 626 near Turnertown and Davis Crossroads. All right, you're going to be right here along 626, cutting east from Davis Crossroads up towards Dimple, over into Cane Ridge Road and the surrounding area, and this is going to pull east towards Scherer and Sugar Grove. All right, right here we go. Tornado warning is radar indicated, valid for another 36 minutes. Got over 4,500 of you all here across northern Logan, southern Butler County that is currently underneath the severe warning, valid until 5:30 p.m. Valid until 5:30 p.m. Landon, I'm just north of Quality. We are experiencing some hail that is falling with this storm now as well. Thank you for that report, Jacob. Hope you're staying safe. Yes, Teague and Silas, thank you all. Yes, WX or Not is the app, all right? WX or Not. I just got the notification Evans put out right there. You can see it right there. Got our notifications with the Weather or Not app. I'm going to be right here with you, folks. We're going to be right here with you until this thing drops, all right? Until they drop the warnings. But if you're on the south side of Butler County, the northeast side, in particular Logan County, get to your safe place. Right here near Boston, you're going to be getting in on the brunt of it here. Turnertown, Davis Crossroads. I hate to keep repeating myself, folks, and being a broken record. I just want to make for sure that everyone is aware and informed. Got another severe thunderstorm warning over here, working across the west side of Edmonson County as well. Those of you near Asphalt, point south near Glenmore. We got Reedyville right there as well. This is just south of Round Hill. And this is valid for 60-mile-an-hour winds. It looks like it could be allowed to expire here within the next 3 minutes. We're going to stay right here with that, and we'll keep you updated as well. Here's our primary concern, folks. We got this supercell trying to get going. We got the rotation located right over here. Near Quality. Haroldsville up near Harper Crossroads. Again, folks, this rotation is going to be pulling eastward towards Turnertown, Davis Crossroads, and the Dimple vicinity. If it helps you any first-time caller, you can pull up translations via the YouTube channel. We got a great We got a great collab going on with Buy Local Bowling Green. We got translations that are available if you use the QR code to bring up different languages and translations. Thankfully, YouTube allows that. Keep the reports coming in, folks, if you can do so safely. If this rotation holds, folks, it's going to be pulling right along the Logan and Butler County line, and then it's going to be entering the west side of Warren County, right along 626 Hadley, right over where Traveler Cellar Winery used to be at over here as well, and continuing with the southeastward trajectory towards Bowling Green, all right? You can see some of that tightening up there, folks, on that rotation. I don't like the looks of that. Yes, if you are in the purple polygon, folks, and you can take a look at this via our app, you hit the bottom right. If you have the radar up, hit the bottom right. That little circle is your location identifier, and it will show you exactly where you're located. If you are in this polygon, you need to be in your safe place. We're still watching this rotation over here for those of you on the north and east side of Barron County, right over here into Hart County as well. That's where the strongest rotation is, all right? We're going to pull this off here to the north, get a quick glance. And look at that rotation, folks, right over top of Munfordville, Rowlett, pulling south and east, folks. If you're near 571 in Hart County, got to get to your safe place. Bunnell Crossings over into Rex 570 and Uno. Already be aware. You know Uno. My God, look at that rotation. Right here, folks, right over top of Rowlett, pulling down to the south and east. Don't like what I'm seeing. Lord be with everyone in the path of this. Bunnell Crossing coming across Highway 571, folks. You can see it right there in correlation coefficient. Not a good look. Not a good look. Particularly dangerous situation. Valid for another 29 minutes, all right? We still got the ongoing one over here as well. Tornado warning over here near Turnertown, points west of there, folks. Keeping eyes on that. Very close eyes on that. Tornado warning remains radar indicated over here on the south side of Butler County. Turnertown, Davis Crossroads, you're going to be getting in on this just north of Quality. It's where the strongest returns are located at as well. Jessica says they're hearing it near Davis Crossroads. Yep, if you have any indications, folks, again, if you can do so safely, please get your reports to us. If you got any reports of anything on the ground, we know the National Weather Service and our partners over in that direction keeping up with it as well. And we just lost our Morgantown camera. The one that was right there, yeah, we just lost it. And we've got it back. Near Turnertown, Davis Crossroads, up into Boston, over back towards Quality. You need to be in your safe place. Got the rotation right here over this area and pulling down to the south and east as we speak. All right, continuing to watch the velocity returns here over here on the PDS tornado warning for those of you in Hart County. Montfordville points down to the south and east, Bunnell Crossing. Lots of wind and rain at Davis Crossroads. Thank you, Kelly, for that. This is the only severe thunderstorm and tornado warning that is currently issued. Those of you in far northeast side of Logan County, Costello, Anderson, Gasper, Richelieu, and Buffalo Fork, stretching up into roughly the southern third or southern half, southern third of Butler County. Need to stay in your safe place, folks. We're going to be right here with you. Going to be right here with you till they drop this. It's headed to the east and the south, Jaylee. We got a cold front that's pushing south, that's making the storms trek very slowly in that direction, but the actual storm motion is riding eastward right along that cold front. The cold front's to the north. It's right along the leading edge and ahead of the cold front, all right? We can back it up here, folks. We can put this into motion to just give you an idea. And you can somewhat see the generalized direction of this east-southeastward track that this thing continues to take. Just trying to get a gander at a couple of different radars, folks, so we can get some different viewpoints. That rotation is very strong. Still near Rowletts and pulling east. Again, Bunnell Crossing, those of you riding south on 571 over in Hart County, got to get to your safe place. Coming through down to Seymour, Bear Wallow, LeGrand, over here in this area too. This is going to be coming right over 31 east. It just passed over I-65. Just got another return here, some higher velocity returns in between Anderson and Costello there. So where the some of the rotation is over in that area. Right here, y'all. Bunnell Crossing, Hardyville, what we were just talking about. It's where the rotation's at now. LeGrand down to 3 Springs, Shady Grove, Wickerville, and Monroe. You are next in line for this. In and around and just west of Davis Crossroads, Turnertown. Bowling Green, you're going to be next in line here. This severe thunderstorm warning expires in 8 minutes, and we got the tornado warning that is remains radar indicated, but some of that is looking to stretch up there for another 23 minutes. You see it trying to work in here on the north side of Bowling Green as well. It's starting to move into Warren County. D93 Skycam giving us a great view over the parking structure and over the Hot Rod Stadium. Shout out to Kyle Woles and the crew over in that direction. Watching this come in. Sure you've had some fun times doing some tarp pulling, maybe. Hailing on the Butler and Logan line now. Thank you, Rachel Graham, for your report. And we can jump right back over here and take another gander of that. You can see it right here, folks. We got proof here with Rachel giving us that report. We've got the highest DBZ riding right along 546 and Highway 79. Continuing, folks, to the south and east. So those of you over here near Richelieu, over here near Flat Rock, up towards Share, over here near Davis Crossroads and 626, riding along 626 by the old hog farm. Right over in that area, this is where the strongest rotation and the highest portion of the storm is currently working east and through the region. I'm going to jump back over here to this PDS, folks. Those of you located near Hinesville, halfway, up near Park, Savoyard, right here in far northeast Barron County, you need to be in your safe place, along with those just east of that as well. Those of you located on the far north and west side of Metcalfe County, and in particular where the strongest rotation that we've been talking about for the past hour, seemingly, Bunnell Crossing over into Rex and Pascal. All along the same pathway, you need to be in your safe place. We cannot strive or stress that enough. Fred said, I'll tell you what, putting the animals in the basement to keep them safe sure is a cardio workout. Can't forget those furry friends, can we? We cannot forget our furry friends. Yes. Yeah, Steve is asking if we've just got the tornado warning and severe winds. Yes, that's right over here, folks. You can see where this rotation's tightening up. Those of you over here in between Anderson and Costello, that's not a great look here with the latest scan that we just got. That rotation is tightening up here. If it stays on a similar trajectory, it's going to be pulling off to the south and east towards 73 and 1038, all right? Right here, crossing 79 is where the strongest rotation is currently located. This is going to be right along the Butler-Logan County line. If you're straddling either side of that, Davis Crossroads, Turnertown, down towards Anderson, Costello, and Richelieu in particular, you need to be in your safe place. A severe thunderstorm warning still valid for another 4 minutes. Tornado warning valid for another 19. And this is strongest portion of our rotation over here on the PDS tornado warning remains in check. And it is set here with the observed tornado that we've had with a very tight rotation. Again, folks, the bulk of this rotation just outside of the Wobbles community up in Hart County. But folks, those of you over there in that direction, got to be in your safe place. That is not a good look. PDS, particularly dangerous situation with an observed tornado. All right? An observed tornado that's on the ground. You have tornado warnings that are issued, folks, and you have PDS tornado warnings that are put out and issued whenever we have an observed tornado that's on the ground, all right? So that's the differentiation. Whenever we have a tornado warning that's in check, it doesn't mean that a tornado is not occurring. It just means that we haven't had visual proof of it from the general public or any law enforcement that has reported this. But that rotation right here, folks, right over top of 79 and pulling and points eastward, all right? So those of you right here near and around this area, Anderson, Richelieu, Costello, Davis Crossroads, you need to stay in your safe place. Buffalo Fork, stretching down near Browning, over on the far west side of Warren County. This is going to be just south of Hadley. if this rotation remains its trajectory, and God forbid it continues, but if it continues on this due eastward track, Bowling Green, you will be next in the crosshairs. Numerous reports coming in on the app too, y'all. We can't thank you enough for that. Keep them coming. Strongest portions of the rotation continue south and east right through the heart of Hart County, no pun intended. And on the far north and east side of Barron County here, you remain underneath the PDS tornado warning. If you're near Hinesville, halfway, pulling off to the north and east here towards Park, that's what we're keeping eyes on. But the strongest rotation remains just to the north and east of Barron County. Really closing in on it right there, folks. Shout out to Awala, keeping me hydrated. That's very strong rotation there. Seymour, Three Springs over into Shady Grove, and pulls and points down in that direction. Yep, keeping eyes on it over here as well. If we can get this thing cleaned up for y'all. Looking at it due north here from the Russellville cam a short time ago. Get a little bit of a better view there. WRUS Skycam overlooking from Russellville, getting a view right here of the storm that is working off to the north and east right there. Shout out to Chris McGinnis and crew down in that direction. Rotation now is right up here, closing in on Buffalo Fork. Richelieu, what we were just talking about, folks, Gasper, this is where the strongest rotation is. You can see it right there, where the reds and the greens are close together. Got another 14 minutes on that, and the PDS tornado warning over here has got another 14 minutes as well. Which, if rotation stays like it is, that will likely be extended. You can see right there where it's lit up. Strongest rotation right here is now between Costello and Richelieu. Buffalo Fork coming right across 1038. And it continues to push eastward, folks. As previously mentioned, those of you in Browning, Blue Level, Rockfield, we're going to be getting over here in Warren County territory here very shortly. Look at that rotation, y'all, coming right through Three Springs, Shady Grove, off to the south and east. My goodness. They have extended that tornado warning. They have the PDS tornado warning that's going to expire in 13 minutes. And they have a radar indicated tornado with 1-inch hail possible that's going to be taken over. All right. So those of you up here in this vicinity, you all can hold tight, but we do have some returns that are still concerning with the PDS tornado warning here on the far north and east side of Barron County, up into Hart County, obviously. See where some of the returns are near Bear Wallow, pulling down to the south and east near Park, east of Greiderville. For those of you over in Barron County, this is where this is going to be working through, all right? Heistville over into Halfway, Savoyard. And then, of course, we're still monitoring our tornado warning right here as well. Entering the west side of Warren County now as we speak. Going to be right here with you all right? Not scared, prepared. And that's working in here on the west side of Bowling Green now as we speak. Got some very strong storms looking off to the north as well. In our media coverage area, all right, so good news. They have dropped the PDS tornado warning, and we got the tornado warning now that has been trimmed down. It looks, if I can back this up and get a little bit better view here, what we're looking at. Looks like just a very, very northeastern sliver of Barron County and near Park, right along 571. Is the only area of Barron County that's underneath that, but a good hunk of Metcalfe County, including Edmonton, underneath that tornado warning. The current only warning within the Wobble vicinity in our coverage area is working out of the south side of Butler County, and it's pushing east, southeast from northern Logan and southern Butler over into Simpson County and down into Warren County as well. Going to be watching that closely, folks. Those of you over in Bowling Green, down into Rockfield, Rich Pond, stretching eastward over towards Plano and Alvaton as well. Michelle said, huge shout out to the Weather or Not app. Folks, I know we've been saying it, but we've got a ton of you all who have joined here over the past 20 minutes or so. WX or Not. In the App Store on Google Play. You can get on there. We've got so many features that you all can take a gander. You can watch storm chasers out there. You can have access to all of our sky cams. Fantastic radar features, might I add as well. And another big shout out to On Target and Morgantown Bank and Trust for making our stream possible. That's the emergency line right there, folks. You see it right there. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you run into any emergencies or storm damage, you want to use that number, 270-693-3600. Save it in your contacts and just put storm emergency. I got another 9 minutes on the current tornado warning, folks. We're going to stay right here with you as we got these storms that are ongoing. Collegiate, Brownsville getting on some very heavy rainfall now as well, perhaps some small hail. Those of you up near Richardsville and Anna, points down towards Smiths Grove. God forbid, protect those beaver nuggets at Buc-ee's. And over here near Claypool and Martinsville, right along, it looks like it's riding eastward out Cemetery Road, more or less, that we've got another strong cell working in from that general direction. Y'all taking a view here of what we got ongoing? Look at our WDNS sky cam. Take a look at that. My goodness, what a feature we got rolling into Bowling Green as we speak. That's unreal. Two 270-693-3600. Had a few folks asking again what On Target's number was. They cover the entire Wobbles vicinity, y'all. That's why they are our community partner. They are very active in our community, as is Morgantown Bank and Trust. Extremely happy to have the privilege to have both of those entities as community supporters of ours and making this happen for you all. 8 more minutes on the current tornado warning. All right here near Davis Crossroads, 626, 1038. I know I've said this a billion times over, folks, but This is what it is, and it's what we're monitoring. Evan, if you don't mind, can you pull that camera back to the west? See if we got anything coming along with this broad rotation coming out of Butler County. Things really starting to blow up, folks, with some extraordinarily heavy rain. Got deluge frog stranglers coming down from that direction as we speak. Rich Pond, it's going to be right along 242 over towards Plano and Alvaton as well. Yes, folks, that's what we always preach. New severe thunderstorm warning. 1-inch hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds. Exactly the cell that we were just watching and monitoring. Evan has got our D93 Skycam that is rolling over now, looking over atop Cherry Hall in WKU with this thing pulling in towards our direction, all right? We are looking off to the roughly west-southwest where we've got the severe thunderstorm warning that's now out. This includes Browning, Memphis Junction, Rockfield, Petros, all the way over here stretching into North and East Logan County as well. This continues to include Richelieu, Buffalo Fork, and Scherer. 1-inch hail possible along with 60-mile-an-hour winds, pushing nearly 45,000 of you currently underneath this severe thunderstorm warning. Got over nearly 19,000 households. Got 10 school facilities that's included in this as well. There is a tornado possible tag on this storm, meaning that you need to take the extra precautions should this rotation get going again, all right? So we're watching this right here. We've had this broad rotation just to the north and west of Browning, continuing to drag itself down to the south and east, all right? So if you're on the south and west side of Bowling Green, this is going to be pulling through here momentarily. It is starting very soon, if it hasn't already. Starting to come an absolute deluge downpour. Good old-fashioned gully washer here at Weather or Not headquarters as well. Also want to put Mr. Evan on standby. He's always ready to go in case we lose power here at HQ. 35 minutes extended on this severe thunderstorm warning. We're going to be here right here with you every step of the way. Yes, folks, we still got a few people asking. Available across any smartphone you have, any tablet, WX or not. You can set your location, you can get notifications, all of the good stuff. Skycam network, you got access to it all. Take a glance over here if we can do a little switcheroo. Take a look right there at the DSOC camera. Look at the lowering, folks. WKU atop Van Meter Hall. Shout out to DSOC, the Disaster Science and Operations Center atop the hill there. WKU Meteorology, Dr. Durkee and the gang up there. Big shout out to those folks up there. Always supportive. We always support them as well. Take a look at that. Huh. Lights are blinking in Collegiate according to Ashley, and you all still got the strong storms going on up there, folks, but we do not have any severe thunderstorm warnings that are currently in effect up in that area, but we do have some strong storms. We're keeping eyes glued right here on this broad rotation right here with this storm. Moving in here on the west side of Bowling Green as we speak, folks, so we're going to be keeping very, very close eyes on this. Right here's a view of the current radar, and we've got our Skycam that's located right there in the heart of downtown Bowling Green on the D93 tower. On our D93 tower. Going to try and whip around our Sexton Bin Builder Skycam down here in Gold City. This severe thunderstorms are working in from that direction as well. Don't worry, Evan, I'm getting it moved over right now as we speak, man. Looking off to the north and west as it moves in. Severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag due to the ever-evolving rotation that we continue to see with this thing, and you can see the lowering from the WKU DSOC cam. Look at that. Got the lowering, got the wall cloud there, trying to come out, forming a nice base underneath that very, very strong storm that's working in here out of the west. We're looking directly into the rotation here of this cell. Lots of thunder and rain off Russellville Road by exit 5. Appreciate that, Don. Hope you're staying safe. Logue, that rotation is located just due west of Bowling Green. That is where we're seeing the strongest rotation is right here, just to the north and west of Browning. That's what we're looking at, folks. That's what we were just looking at on the DSOC cam. Right here, you can see this big old broad rotation where the reds and the greens are together at. Well, you all can see why I didn't major in art. Right here. Broad rotation, but it is rotation nonetheless. And you can see the lowering right there, folks. That's what we're looking at. We just had the radar overlay showcasing that for you. Look at that. What structure. You can see the warm, moist air being ingested by this storm, just utilizing all that fuel, folks. I went for a run this morning. Told my wife afterward I felt like I'd been running through a hot tub. It might have been some of the worst weather I've ever done some cardio in, if I do say so myself. Yep, we got all kinds of wild views. Oh man, take a look over here. Look at some of the images y'all are shipping in here. Near Chandler's Chapel, we had that lowering here a little bit earlier. That is just absolutely nasty. That was Russellville Road near Orange Cemetery, and Barry's Lick had that lowering that we were looking at there a short time ago too. Appreciate that report. Continuing to watch them roll in, folks. They're rolling right in on the west side of Bowling Green. Right here's the view of them rolling in. Got the DSOC Skycam zoomed in there, taking a gander. And we get a broad view, courtesy of the D93 Skycam. Look at that shelf cloud, folks, just driving for us right in. Chris, we're going to be just fine. Just need to stay inside of a sturdy structure. We've continuing here with this severe thunderstorm warning that does include a tornado possible tag. That means that we are looking at some broad rotation that is occurring here within the atmosphere. Woo, what a lightning strike we just had there. Appreciate that, Greg. Appreciate that, Mandy. Appreciate that, Corey. Appreciate your report as well over here. Jeffrey, we thank you all. All right, we appreciate the acknowledgement, but we thank you all. You all are the bread and butter of our operation, literally the reason why we do what we do. Thank you all. Thank you for your reports and tuning in and supporting us here. Support our community partners too at On Target, Morgantown Bank and Trust for helping make this engine go. Big shout out to the entire team with Reagan and Nick, our WKU meteorology students, grinding, and of course, the master himself, Mr. Evan Hatter. Still watching that broad rotation right there, y'all. This is transversing, crawling east-southeast. Franklin, you're getting in on this. Severe thunderstorm warning that's been out here. Still in effect for another 27 minutes. Another 27 minutes. Yeah, looks like you got some pretty strong returns here on radar, Elizabeth, near Campbell Lane. That's some pretty high reflectivity that's working in here out of the west. It's difficult, folks. You all watch the manner in which this is taken. We've got a tornado warning over here. They've literally drawn it right along the east side of the Barron County line, all right? We got some stronger returns near Hinesville, Griderville, just west of Goodnight. This is dropping in. Also here just west of this from Bon Air, south and east towards Glasgow. We'll back this up here, folks, try to give you a little bit better indication and view and put this into motion. You can see that direction that they're taking. Crawling down to the south and east, folks, the driving force right along here with this cold front that is going to be bringing sweet relief eventually, we promise, but it's not going to get here until tomorrow, all right? My goodness, you all keep the images coming. Look over here. Lady Enigma with a beautiful view over Crosswinds Golf Course. Look at that lowering. My goodness, look at that structure. That's unreal. Thank you for that report, Lady Enigma. Certainly do appreciate that. Yeah, folks, this is the primary deal here, all right? We got more storms that's blowing up here to our north. We're going to be watching these as well, all right? We've got new storms that are forming and developing and strengthening right here on the north side of Butler County. This is going to be crossing over the county line over into Edmonson County as well, okay? So no, we're not done. All these storms are blowing up right along and ahead of the cold front that's dropping down to the south. And if we can back this up here for you, we've got the initial line that's been tracking through here right along the leading edge of this first line right here, all right? And then we've got kind of another little broken line that's developing up here across Grayson County, North Butler, over into Muhlenberg County, stretching over just south of Madisonville, that's dropping down to the south as we speak, all right? And it is definitely getting stronger here at the Weather or Not compound. Evan, just an FYI. Those of you over here just south of Hinesville near Halfway could very well be getting in on some hail over in that direction as well. All right, that's where we were watching this come through, where we just had the hail report from Rachel Graham earlier, right along the Butler and Logan County line. This is where the maximum hail size that we saw here just a short time ago, that was pointing at between 1 and 2 inch in diameter hail. So, my goodness. Those of you up near Smiths Grove crossing I-65 do not want to be on the roadways right now, folks. Do not want to be on the roadways. Those of you up here to the north, north and west, overlooking from over here near in Edmonson County as well, we've got that stronger storm that's working in here from the west. This thing's really blowing up, folks. Those of you here on the north side of Butler County, we're going to need to keep close eyes on this one. Again, you all just got ransacked a short time ago. We got another strong storm that's blowing up and moving through. Oh, got some little flickering going on in here. Right here, Smiths Grove, coming from Oakland, Smiths Grove, Sunnyside, pulling down, crossing Louisville Road, 31W, if you will, and pulling down across I-65 as we speak. We got all this down here on I-65 too. Lord, be with all the emergency responders out there. You all know what happens whenever it rains on I-65. We don't know if it's an interstate or if it's spa. Shout out to all you F1 fans out there. Get on I-65, speed limit says 70. Average rate of speed, debatable, might be about 90. Nope, that remains the only one, Jared. Severe thunderstorm warning, the only one we're following here, right here on the south side of Bowling Green. Those of you in Ridge Pond getting on this activity just east of Rockfield, pulling in here on the west side of Bowling Green, south and west side. As a reminder, this severe thunderstorm warning is valid for hail up to 1 inch in diameter, 60-mile-an-hour winds, and yes, a tornado possible tag with the broad rotation that we are seeing currently in the given environment. Yes, we still remain under the threat, folks. We're going to be right here with you. We're watching these storms here off to our north as well. Here's another one looking due north here. And they continue to trim that severe thunderstorm warning down. Still got that. This sail is looking a little more rambunctious over here. Those of you near Loving, crossing I-65 point southward over towards Hydro, Claypool vicinity. Over here out Cemetery Road, stretching up Louisville Road. Over in pulling south of Smiths Grove as well towards Kepler. That's where this one's moving to. No, Barron County is not underneath any warning as we speak. We're watching things very closely, folks, but as we currently see it, there's currently no warnings that are out there. Keeping eyes on this single severe thunderstorm warning that we have. As a reminder, folks, we're underneath a severe thunderstorm watch until 9 p.m. this evening. My God, do we have a shelf cloud or what? Moving back in over Morgantown. That's wild. If y'all just see that. We're moving the camera around right now. Look at that. My goodness. Look at the scud. Look at the shark's teeth coming right along the leading edge where we got that warm, moist air being condensed and gobbled up by the storm. We got the gust front that's coming out. Warm, moist air being lifted. We call it shark's teeth right along the edge of that shelf cloud. That's nasty looking, moving into Morgantown now too. Not moving into Morgantown, it's looking due north of Morgantown. This is what we're looking at. But that is one nasty looking shelf cloud. Right down here, we have got the severe thunderstorm warning continues to get trimmed up, folks. But we've got the hook right there. We got some lowering that's occurring as well. But my gosh, how about that mothership? I can't get over that. Darwood's reporting a possibility of some power flashes over here near Buc-ee's. That's where we were just watching, folks, and talking about the appearance that it's strengthening with a stronger storm over there near Buc-ee's Smiths Grove area. That might just be the greatest bathrooms of anywhere you can stop on the interstate. Shout out to Buc-ee's, but shout out to Buc-ee's bathrooms. Right? Come on. Come on. We still got this sale over here now too, folks, and this strong one right here on the north side of Butler County. These are diving in here out of the north and west. Moving over into Glasgow here from the west as well. I cannot get over this shelf cloud. Y'all looking at this thing? I know I've said it 15 times, y'all. Y'all can look at this anytime you want. Download our app, WX or not. Have access to radar, have access to all of our sky cams in operation. My goodness, what a view. Evan, I hope you're taking a clip of that. I know you are, but my goodness. Dawn said she can't even see out of her windows that it's raining so bad. Loads of lightning and heavy rain on County Road. Thank you, Deanna Toms. Hope you're staying safe. Hailing over on Gosson Church. Thank you, Fritz Miles. There ain't no doubt about that. It looks like you've got it in there for sure with the returns that we're looking at. Are y'all looking at this structure? This is absolute insanity. That is absolutely wild. We're going to keep it right here next to me, folks, to keep an eye on view, but we got to jump back over here to radar. That is wild. That is the mothership that's moving in to Morgantown there. Obviously, still keeping eyes on things, folks, watching very closely with the only severe warning that's currently in town. This is going to be expiring here at States within the next 15 minutes or so. Still watching this thing like a hawk right over here along the Warren and Barron County line. Those of you over there, you got any reports to come in? Might have some sizable hail falling here near Smiths Grove. You can kind of see the pathway of where these supercells have taken. You've seen where the green shaded areas are is where the best probability of hail was that occurred. My goodness, look at these things just getting going. Hopefully we can avoid any more warnings. We're going to stay right here with you, folks. Never scared, always prepared. Very strong storms. These things are just feeding, folks. It's absolutely unreal, all right? How much lightning is being produced. We've been watching it there on our sky cams. You've been watching our docket that we've got outlined for you here. And we got some of that that's been transversing east now. But you can still see where we're looking off to the north via our Sexton Bin Builder sky cam down in Gold City. Just to the north and east of Franklin there on the east side of Simpson County. You can see some of that scud that's being gobbled up into that vicinity as well. Watching the strong storm now moving in here from the west in North Butler County. This is pulling eastward towards Edmonson County, Sunfish, Nash, Big Reedy. Getting back in on some good old-fashioned deluge downpours. But as of right now, there is no severe thunderstorm warnings that are currently ongoing. For you, the only severe thunderstorm warning remains right here on the south and west side of Bowling Green. And where that is falling, we do have small hail that is tapping the windows here at the Weather or Not compound. Nothing too outlandish, but we do have some hail that is falling. Hallie Jade said her German Shepherd's trying to crawl into her shower. I've been there. You got to remember the kiddos. Those are the fur variety as well. Pulling off to the south and east, folks, our strongest storms that we're continuing to watch is obviously the one that's severe warned, but this one right over here, stretching from east Warren County over into the west side of Barron County, looks to be packing a punch as well. Not currently, Annalise. There are no warnings out for Morgantown. We do see some strong returns here near Brooklyn, Huddleville, riding east on 70, aka Brownsville Road, towards Jetson and Munford. Between Munford and Jetson, up towards Brooklyn and up towards Dexterville is where the strongest portion of this storm is. And this one over here now, working towards Pondsville, Hydro, Kepler, Oakland, Mary Oaks. Pretty insane. Pouring over towards Round Hill. And again, folks, it's just outside of our coverage area, but over here in Metcalfe County, you remain underneath radar-indicated tornado warnings, all right? So that doesn't mean that law enforcement or anyone's actually observed it, but the radar is indicative of rotation with the atmosphere. Little shout out there for our adjacent county just east of the Wobbles community. All right, folks, new severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued for the cell that we were literally just pointing out. We got winds up to 60 miles an hour. We got hail up to 3/4 of an inch. This does include a tornado possible tag. We were just mentioning the broad rotation we were looking at. This is a tornado possible tag, all right? Nearly 33,000 of you all currently located within this warning. So what we were just talking about, folks, the broken record, we're going to say it again. Kepler, Hydro, Railton, over into Beckton, Rocky Hill. This does include Glasgow, down into Lucas, Peter Creek, Haywood, Pritchardsville as well, where we're mentioning Glasgow over there. Shout out to our great friends over at the Grove. If you haven't been to the Grove, go check out a show at the Grove. Phenomenal music venue right here in the Wobbles community. We're looking north into these cells, folks, that are working in from the Sexton Bin Builder Skycam. Look at that structure. Trina said the clouds up in Butler County, Morgantown look crazy. Yes, they do. We were just looking at there a short time ago. Yeah, Don, that's why your radio went off for this new severe thunderstorm warning that we're monitoring. Did y'all just catch that freaking lightning strike right before we switched that? My goodness. This cell up here is looking a little bit stronger as well. Those of you just north of Morgantown over towards Aberdeen, this thing is coming in here, and take a look at these clouds. Morgantown Bank and Trust Skycam. What? Absolute insanity. You can see where we got some of our strongest returns here. Pulling down to the south and east, folks. Staying on that same trajectory. Got numerous reports now coming in of some power outages. Felicia Burton reporting her power is out up at her property up in Butler County as well. That's what we're just watching, folks. We got these stronger storms moving in from the west as well. Those of you in Pleasantville, Huntsville, up into Rochester, and points off to the east and to the south, these are moving in again. These cells continue to blow up, folks. This remains south of the cold front. So we still got all this instability, all this moisture, and the cold front is helping serve as the lift to pick up all that warm, moist air up into the sky and to really get these things going. Yep, that remains the only one that we currently have. Got a new severe thunderstorm warning that just got issued again. Those of you over here in Plano, Drake, Boyce, Matlock, Woodburn, points down to the south and east, including Gold City. We were just looking at that structure, folks. We're going to bring it up again. Look at that. We got some lowering that's going on as well. We got hail up to 1 inch in diameter, 60-mile-an-hour winds. This is moving down to the south and east at approximately 30 miles an hour. Approximately 30 miles an hour. The new severe thunderstorm warning issued. This is valid until 6:45 p.m. This includes a good chunk of Allen County, which would include Scottsville as well, okay? We are looking off and to the north and west at this broad rotation with this cell. From the Sexton Bin Builder Skycam. This is located in Gold City, and we're looking off to the north and west at this very strong cell that's working in, all right? So we've got these, not one, but we have these two massive severe thunderstorm warnings that we're keeping and we're monitoring. That lightning is so wild. Yep, coming a deluge up there in Morgantown again, getting in on the back edge of that storm, folks. We're just going to back this thing up. There is so much lightning occurring on our Sexton Bin Builders cam. Y'all watching that there? We've got the panels brought up right here on the bottom. Look at Gold City, the one right there next to our Morgantown Bank and Trust icon. Tornado warnings remain intact over here just to our east. Over here in Edmonton, it's been kind of trimmed up, you can see, as this continues to traverse south through Metcalfe County. That is adjacent to our immediate coverage area. We cover the Wobbles community, folks. We've had a few people asking. Warren, Allen, Barron, Butler, Logan, Edmonton, and Simpson County. We have a primary 7-county coverage area. And, yep, that is correct, Danny. You said it. Danny just told everybody there on one of our channels, he said everybody download the Weather or Not app. Yep, we've been mentioning it, folks. You can go on App Store. Look at that. App Store. You can jump on the Google Play Store. Whatever tickles your fancy. Whichever one you use, you have this freely available to you. You can get all of our Skycams that you can see right here. Numerous features. Go check it out. Download the app. Man, this thing is just pulling out like crazy. There's so many views, folks. We appreciate all of you all sending this in. Got some of our live images out here From you all reporters in the field, Ryan Darty showing this from Woodburn. Got some nice scud action going on there as the strong storms are moving in. Sarah McDonald said they got popped twice by lightning. Lightning popped something inside their house. We got some Chandler's Chapel, Chase Gregory showcasing us some of the storm motions. Look at how fast all that's moving there. My goodness. You see that rotation, the scud, the lowering with that broad rotation we were looking at. Sarah said they got popped twice by lightning and got their cabin. And right here, this is looking at Edmonton, where we were just looking at, thanks to Jay Walden for showcasing that, where they had the lowering with the tornado warning that's ongoing over there. You all keep the reports coming in. We can't thank you enough for them. Got another video right here coming in from Miranda Melton, showcasing some of that scud action over near Woodburn and Rich Pond as well. Terry said it's pouring hard down in Alvaton. You got that right. That's where we got that severe thunderstorm warning still intact. Folks, look at the number of lightning strikes ongoing here. Absolutely ridiculous. Now, we're not forgetting about y'all up here to the north. We're just keeping eyes on where the current severe thunderstorm warnings are. We got a boatload of storms that are developing, folks. The ones up here that are developing in that secondary line currently are not looking as organized as the ones that just came through. You can see just north of our vicinity here, got numerous reports of trees down and wind damage up and flash flood in and around Litchfield area as well. Still monitoring these two cells, folks. And look at that right here on the Sexton Bin Builder scam. Folks, look at this supercell. Look at this hook that's coming out right here. You see Gold City right there on the map. We are literally looking exactly where that broad rotation is. That's just nasty. Yes, that's Barkley again. if you all hear the dog, if you were with us here at the start of the stream, we had Barkley's going crazy. He's got the storms that are ongoing. It's not his forte. He's not too wild about it. Just going to watch this thing churn. While continuing to monitor the severe storms over here, folks. Those of you over in Haywood, Rocky Hill, Beckton, Relton, down to Barry Stone near Lucas. And then this is going to be pulling off to the south and east here, what we're looking at right now. We're just staying right here, folks, with this broad rotation. Yeah, skies are very ominous. You're welcome, Christian. Thank you, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate everyone out there. Every single one of you all. Sean said as well, like Ashley was doing earlier, have just shared the link to your app to all of my group messages. Appreciate it, sir. Get out there and download it, folks. You'll be glad that you did. You can tune in. We go live every morning, 5:55 a.m., bringing you the latest. We update our channels accordingly throughout the day, and of course, wall-to-wall severe weather coverage. Just west of Glasgow, near Red Cross, we've got Mandy saying she's got some small hail falling over there, and we are looking directly into that cell right here at Red Cross. So thank you, Mandy, for that report. Look at this thing. Down here on the south side of Warren County, Landon, we got some small hail falling just west of Drake, but appears to be getting larger. Bill Oldham says got a lot of thunder, moderate rain in Alvaton. It's right there. You're just outside of the heaviest part of it there, Bill, down in Alvaton. But those of you down here in Drake, stretching along 240 over towards Boyce. Then we're going to be scampering over to the south and east, getting a little bit closer to halfway, Butlersville, Trammell, over in that vicinity. And folks, go ahead of time with everything that's ongoing. If anyone is out on Barren River Lake, it would probably be a good idea to go ahead and get off of the water. Look at this thing. It's coming. That broad rotation's coming right over top of our Sexton Bin Builders camera. Thunder raining hard off Cemetery Road. Thank you, Benita. Hope you're staying safe. Landon, we are near Boyce, and we do have small hail that's falling. Thank you for that report, Aaron. Hope you're staying safe. No, that still remains it, folks, right here. We're looking at the 2 severe thunderstorm warnings in the Wobbles community is right here. If you're in either one of those polygons, you need to be inside of a sturdy structure. You got rotation showing up on these. Got some broad rotation right here is where we were looking at, and keeping eyes from our Gold City cam. So you see where the reds and the greens line up there. That is indicative of some rotation. That is literally what you're looking at right here. You can see the lowering. It's literally about to come right over the top of our Gold City cyclone port cam. Electric's now out over in Huntsville and Butler County. Thank you, Jeremy, for that report. Got so many reports, folks, that y'all have sent us. We can't thank you enough. Numerous power outage reports. Had some reports of a few trees down. Luckily, up to this point, we haven't had too much extensive damage, and hopefully that can remain the case for us. Got a number of reported power outages off to the north and west side, right around Cromwell, where we were looking at that rotation about an hour or so ago during our live coverage. And we also got sporadic power outages now being reported right along Ridge Pond Road and coming out along Fred Lively Road over here into Porter Thornton vicinity and over here near Pemberton. A number of power outages. Power's out now on the north side of Butler County on 231. Thank you, Mary, for that report. You got loads of power outages coming in, too. BGMU here in Bowling Green proper, currently not reporting any. My goodness, what a view of that storm. Power out in Welch's Creek as well. Thank you, Alexandra. Smith's Grove's got power flickering and outages. I got the stronger storms that's moving in from there. That is one funky looking supercell, but it is a supercell. Glasgow, this is moving in here on the west side here, the severe thunderstorm now. Looks like the Strongest portion of this storm working into Rocky Hill as we speak, up into Becton, over into Red Cross as well. Look at the winds now. Look at the Gold City cam, just absolutely rocking with the arrival of that. Power's out on Arndale Road over in Rochester as well. Yeah, folks, we got strong storms. It's moving in for those of you up here in Edmonson County, all right? Look at those winds. My goodness. Going to back this out real quick. We got very strong storms moving through the south side of Butler County, east side of Butler County as well, pulling south and east towards Bowling Green. We got strong storms pulling south through Edmonson County as we speak, but nothing is severe warned at this point in time. These are the only two cells that are in the game within our coverage area that is currently severe warned. We're keeping eyes on it in case any others get issued by our phenomenal partners at the National Weather Service up in Louisville. Shout out to Kevin Deach, shout out to Mark Jarvis and the entire gang up there. Davis Crossroads, Travis has got us a silver lining or something a little bit better and nicer to look at. How about we get ourselves a quick glance at this beautiful rainbow? Well, if we can bring this back here. Thank you, Travis, for showcasing that. We can all use a little bit of good views there. And beautiful view right near Davis Crossroads. Got some more coming in here. We got some views off of Barren River Lake Dam with the storm that we were just monitoring and looking at coming through right there. Big shout out to Steve for showcasing that for us. Gold City off of Salem Road. Take a gander at that. What a view. It's not too far from where we were just looking at, folks, but whenever the Skycam can't pick it up, we got the tower view in the way. Do not fear. Yeah, we got reports of damage, folks. It's come in from Grayson County. We've been trying to keep some views here, folks. If you all got any other reports to send our way, we certainly greatly appreciate it. Lights flickering in West Allen County. Folks, we're getting right in on it now. Those of you in Trammell, Pope, Red Hill, Chapel Hill, pulling east towards Petroleum and Walnut Grove, Highway 100 there along with 2160, where the strongest storms are moving in. You can see that uptick in reflectivity there, and as a reminder, this severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for hail up to 1 inch in diameter, and of course the possibility of 60-mile-an-hour winds. And we got this strong cell up here too, working in on the south side of Glasgow, the south and west side of Barren County, that remains severe warned as well. And we can jump over to our WPBM camera to get a gander and a glance at that. Look at that. What a view. Beautiful view of the storm. You can see our view of Barren River Lake right there, folks. That is the State Dock. If you look really closely there on the right side of the lake, that is the Barren River State Dock that we're looking at there. Camera is Cyclone Porch located right there at WPBM, right down the road from our good friends at Rusty's Lakeside Pub, along with, of course, the one, the only Paradise Point. Shout out to Harry and Company. We're still watching these strong storms that are moving in here, folks. We've got report of the tornado that was over here earlier that we were following in Hart County. All right, we can bring this up here. Near Rowletts, folks. That's where if you all remember, if you all can go back and watch the stream, I was just shaking my head. You don't want to see that. Trees fell onto a home, though there were no injuries reported from the damage near the 500 block of Rowletts and Cave Spring Road in the intersection with Rush Island Bend Road. So this is the preliminary tornado report, all right? That was received at the 911 call center for that tornado warning from Edmonson County over into Hart County we were following. Got another severe thunderstorm warning over here creeping into the far west side of Muhlenberg County and Todd County. We're going to keep eyes on that as it could be working into Russellville. And we actually have another storm that's working in from over there. And lo and behold, are you kidding me? Kentucky weather. Beautiful view of the sun there, straddling that and coming through. Still keeping eyes on the two severe thunderstorm warnings, folks. We have got a deluge of rainfall moving in here out of the north. Folks, those of you on the north side of Warren County, I don't have to tell you, but avoid Fairview. Speaking of Fairview, today was quite possibly hotter than a 2-inch winch on a tow truck during flood season at Fairview Plaza. If you know, you know. It was an absolute scorcher out there. All that heat and humidity, folks, is what's helping to fuel all this activity that we're watching. Look at this thing really just tightening up here. That supercell that's ongoing. We got another cell over here on the far south and west side of Simpson County. Just in between, we're splitting the uprights here in Franklin. Shout out to the unspoken mayor, Brent Thacker, down there. Know he's tuning in. Coming right across Red Hill, Chapel Hill, down into Petroleum. You all are next in line with the strongest portion of this storm. And we are looking right here on the backside of our Sexton Bend Builder Skycam, taking a look at some of that broad rotation and that lowering that we've been watching. Get a little bit closer to these storms over here in the east, all right? We're looking right there, folks. We're keeping eyes on that, see if anything gets put down, because someone just asked, why are we watching this? We're watching this because look at this freaking supercell. Look at that broad rotation. Look at this hook. So what we have occur, folks, is whenever you have supercells that develop, you have this outflow that comes in from here, and you have inflow that comes in from here. You all can tell by those two lines that I just drew on the hook, that's where you can spin up that rotation, because you've got the outflow here and you got the inflow that's being ingested in. That can help pinwheel and lower large bases out of storms. And whenever you look at that, that is what is ongoing with that, okay? Well, speaking of the lowering bases, let's give you a bird's eye view. Look at it. You see the very broad lowering. We're looking directly into the hook of that freaking supercell that just crossed right over top of our Sexton Bend Builder Skycam. What a view that is. We can jump back over here, folks. We were just taking a look at that. We're going to clear this off, confirm our clearance. Right over here, Trammell, Pope, Red Hill, Chapel Hill, all getting in on this. Raining cats and dogs, probably hail falling too. And according to Mary, she said we're in Pope and we do have hail falling. So there we go. So that's on the leading edge of this, folks, all right? So classic supercell, this is kind of unorthodox. You kind of see the orientation isn't, the typical that you see, but it's more in that vicinity, if you will. If you can't tell, I didn't just major in art. I didn't major in sign language either. But we've got the forward flanking downdraft that comes off the leading edge of these things, all right? So we've got our rotation right here where this hook is, and then we typically have the strongest precipitation and hail here, and then we'll have forward flanking downdraft that can pack a punch with these winds that are blowing the anvil and blowing the overshooting top off to the south and east. That's what's developing the anvil that you can see right here where I just drew those arrows. You can see the anvil, the very high level clouds that get sent over and come out from there. But right over here, folks, right over here with that broad rotation that we've been watching like a hawk, that's exactly what we're looking at here with the Gold City Skycam. Sexton Ben Bitter Skycam here. Pamela Power says over in Antioch Church Road, they got hail that's falling, that's for sure. And they have gone ahead and extended this severe thunderstorm warning. The NWS Nashville did right across the Kentucky and Tennessee state line. If you all are in this area right down here, you all need to go check out. We've had a few people asking questions from North Tennessee. You all need to go check out Upper Cumberland Weather. The Godfather, Anthony Taylor down in that area, does exactly what we do here across the Wobbles community. He covers the entirety of the Cumberland Plateau. Go in, subscribe. Go in there and check him out on YouTube as well. Anthony is a very, very close alliance, very close ally of ours. He does phenomenal work. Those of you up here on the south side of Glasgow, we've had a few of you all commenting. Yep, you still got small hail that's falling near Bristol town. Thank you for that. Mary Ann just sent us that. Appreciate that. Ren Mills says in between Pope and Mount Ariel, the thunder and lightning is absolutely crazy. I believe that. Appreciate all your reports. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know either. I don't know either, Jason. But it's freely available, folks. If you want it, go and download the WX or Not app. Get it on your phone. You can follow along. You can watch our live coverage. Have free access to all of our Skycams. The app is 110% free. Power is out now in Plano as well. And would you look at this thing just continuing to blow up, folks? This is just getting completely disorganized. Deluge, rainfall, flash flooding, probably going to become a primary concern here. We do still have some supercell-like characteristics trying to get going beneath this codswabble of unorganized mess of what it appears to be. But we maintained this severe thunderstorm warning for another 9 minutes, and we've got this one that's still in effect for another 23 minutes. Margarella, we are not underneath, we're underneath a tornado watch until 9 p.m. The warning is moved out. Jessica Hartman now is reporting power out in Alberton, Plano vicinity as well. Yes, we've received numerous reports from over there as well, right? Getting a view over here, bird's eye view of the storms that are moving in. We're looking north, due north from the D93 Skycam in Bowling Green. Flood advisories have also been posted just now for Allen County. over in that area, and we're still just watching that lowering, folks. That's we're ongoing here from the Sex and Bin Builders cam. Katie's asking if we're supposed to get more storms tonight. Fortunately, no, but the big question mark is, when is this dang cold front going to make it through here? And I wish it was sooner than what it is right now. There is so much lightning being produced out of this dang storm here in South Butler County. It could light up a city. Could you imagine if we could harness all the energy from all these lightning strikes? If we could, or if I could, I might be on a private island somewhere, but I'd take all of you with me. All these are very strong up here, folks, but there is no severe warning. No severe warning for those up there. We're continuing to watch these down here. The cell that's working east, just south of Glasgow, over towards the 88, Cooktown, Etoli. Over there in that neck of the woods in Dry Fork, not to be confused with a Wet Fork, over there. But the strongest storm remains right here near Pope, Red Hill, Chapel Hill, down here near Petroleum. Riding right along 231 and down 2160. Walnut Grove getting in on that action as well. Over here, Logan County got some strong storms looking north over here from Russellville as well. Nothing of the severe variety as we speak. Still keeping all eyes right here on this severe warned storm. These two severe warned storms. This one's about to move out of its polygon here on the south side of Glasgow. Trent Passmore says, chill out, Ben Franklin. Don't go flying any kites out there, folks. Don't go flying any kites. Etoile. Thanks, John, for correcting me. And I'm being serious. I want to pronounce towns and cities correctly. So much lightning being produced by these, y'all. Very, very, very broad rotation remains with this cell. See it right there. They continue to trim up these severe warnings, y'all. Hopefully we can get these drops sooner than later. Still looking at it though. Sex and Bin Builders cam still got a great view. Coming an absolute deluge downpour over in Franklin now too. Pointing south right along the Kentucky-Tennessee state line. If you're at the Mint Gaming Hall, might be getting in on some localized flooding here before too long. So bringing this up, folks, got the little bit of broad rotation down there. I want to back this up and take a look over here. Got some broad rotation just north of Russellville And over here in south and west Warren County, got a little bit of rotation over there. Nothing immediately alarming. This one over here, just north of Russellville, that's starting to look a little precarious. And of course, the broad rotation that we've been watching here, seemingly for the past several minutes. See if we can get that one back up and going. You see it moving in right here, folks, the WRUS Skycam that we were just looking at with that broad rotation moving north here, Russellville. North side of Russellville up through Eppleys, Lewisburg. No, we got a crew up there, Seth and the gang, over at Logan Aluminum. Shout out to y'all. Amy, the blinking area on the radar is showcasing the strongest return on our radar. So we have effectively come in and customized this, and where the blinking is located at is where you will find the heaviest precipitation and the opportunity of hail that would be falling as well. So we got that over here that we've been mentioning from Petroleum stretching off to the north and west towards Pope, and then we'll be pulling off of here and watching this as well. Oh, we got a special visitor. We got a special guest appearance. We've got the one and only Luca Hampton, y'all. Luca, can you say hi? He's getting his bottle here. He's coming in to tell Dad good night. So we're going to follow it along. Luca's first live severe weather coverage, man. Can you wave? Can you give a big wave? Say hi. All right, bud. Sleep tight. Have a good night. Sleep good. See you in the morning. Still in effect for another 15 minutes here on this one, y'all. This supercell that's moving in, or moving through Allen County. Got another 15 minutes on that. They did, y'all, we weren't paying much mind up here in Barron County because there was nothing return on it. They didn't extend the severe warning whatsoever. 88 Temple Hill, you're still getting in on the deluge, but our only severe warning currently intact, located here, stretching Scottsville halfway over into roughly Oak Forest along Highway 100 and points down. That's the only one. The only one still in check right here. This one expires in 14 minutes. The one we're watching that includes Plano, Alvaton, stretching down to the south and east. Because this cell is blown up here just to the south and west of Bowling Green. And over here into Butler County as well. Well, look at that, y'all. It only took me saying it. I'll be daggone. Got another severe thunderstorm warning that just got issued. 60 mile an hour winds, 3/4 of an inch size hail coming along with this. This is valid. Coming down from Russellville, stretching, north and east of Russellville, Chandler's Chapel, Costello, and Anderson. You all got impacted earlier. This is the cell that we're looking at right here is the origination of this that's moving through. And we got a great view from the WRUS Skycam down in Russellville. Katie Gary said Luca's got the best hair out of all the Hamptons. You got that right. Don't mean to blind anyone. I forgot my turtle wax this morning. That's the good news. Maybe I need some powder, right? Need to cover it up. I don't mean to blind anyone. This one here is it's valid until 7:15 p.m. 60-mile-an-hour winds, 3/4 of an inch size hail coming along with this one that's moving through here now. This is the latest severe thunderstorm warning that's been issued. This is valid for Logan County, Simpson County, and Warren County, all right? So we got this one right now that's working out. We'll be watching to see if they let that expire here within the next 12 minutes. But fresh off the press, right here with this severe thunderstorm warning. This is just outside of Bowling Green proper, Scholar. This is pulling right in here just to the south and west of Bowling Green. Memphis Junction, Browning, Rockfield, Rich Pond, Plano, Woodburn, Matlock, Petros. Over here into Auburn and South Union, going to be running right along 6880 here before too long. So any of you all over there, be aware of that. This is for 60-mile-an-hour wind and 3/4 of an inch size hail. Two severe thunderstorm warnings. And folks, you all can look right here at the latest radar return. And you can see the banding right here. Right along and south of this line, it would appear that we've got the last of this that's trying to work south and east and out of the area. So those of you north of that, there's very little in the form of activity that's ongoing right up here in this vicinity, which is good news. That includes the bulk of Butler County and Edmonson County. I want to jump up here to see if we got anything else developing, which I don't think we do. I just want to make for sure. You can see where we got a few other quips of development right up here in Ohio County, over into Grayson County, over here into Hardin County as well. We'll be watching that, but without question, the most rambunctious portion of this is working south and east through the region. You can see, folks, how they're all congealing together as they blow south here across our region and area. Yes, Jeremy. Yes, we have an app. You can find the App Store, WX or not. And the thunder rolls. Horse Cave is still getting in on some of the storms up in that direction. There's currently no severe warnings, though. You can see just right here, folks, where we're watching. Coming down through Auburn's about to get it. Chandler's Chapel. Costello's getting it as we speak. Stretching over into Buffalo Fork and Browning. We're still watching this down here. Got severe thunderstorm warning. It's got another 8 minutes before it expires. Yes, indeed. Going to be right here with you. If this stays on the same trajectory after it comes through Auburn and crosses 6880, it'll be coming down and traveling right down and through the heart of Franklin as well. Are y'all watching the lightning on the WRUS sky cam right there? Coming down like crazy. No, Mr. XD fan, unfortunately, we do not have a lightning option that's on the app. Will be something, though, that we look forward to. We had a survey that we put out a couple of weeks ago for all of our users to utilize. That's one of the things that we hope to incorporate here whenever we will be eventually releasing an update for our app for all you all out there asking. Lightning, y'all. If y'all watching this lightning here, we're just going to sit here and we're just going to soak this in. Roll that beautiful beam footage. This thing is becoming a conjoined mess. That's why we're watching it. That lightning is absolutely insane. Still got our views of our broad rotation that's ongoing with these storms as well. Still got the very strong storm that's working through Scottsville and Allen County for those of you over in that vicinity. Haven't forgot about you, y'all. We're just trying to jump around back and forth. We got the supercell coming right through the heart of Allen County, and we got this other, what insane lightning. Somebody commented on here and said somebody's posting clips of us online. Post away, folks. Take clips of it. We don't care. Spread the good word. Spread the good word of whether or not in the Wobbles community. And yeah, you all are sharing the app with your friends. We can see your all's activity on this thing now. 370 of you all currently on the app as we speak. A little bit lower number than what it was earlier, but we had those tornado warnings that were out. We had a few more people on there. Look at all this going on now. Loads of lightning occurring just south of Franklin. We got the severe thunderstorm warning right here near Chandler's Chapel and Gasper. Would not be surprised at all, folks. They have plenty of hail falling within that core as well. If you can report that, please give it to us, but stay safe while doing so. You're more than happy, Nicole. It's what we're here for. We understand storm anxiety is a very real thing around here. We've had some awful events happen here over the past 5 years or so, 5 to 6, 7 years, and we want to be here to help provide some of that relief. So we're going to stay right here with you until these severe thunderstorm warnings are dropped. We're going to be just fine. That thing is really trying to tighten up over here just to the south and west of Chapel Hill. Rotation is still broad, though. That is the good news. Still got very broad rotation up here near Chandler's Chapel, where we were just watching all that lightning occur as well. You can see where we had the reports from the hail earlier is right there, folks. Right there near Temperance, heading down towards Mount Ariel and Pope. All these bolts here, folks, the purples, the blues, the yellows, those are all lightning strikes that are occurring. So you can kind of get a view and a gander here over the past hour where we had the indication of hail cores that were occurring out there. My goodness, that lightning, y'all. I know I keep saying it, but that's just absolutely insane. Look at how much this thing is lined out. And we're getting a bird's eye view of this thing working right into Russellville. Look at that little bit of lowering there. It is storming like the dickens here at our house, or at the compound. Alan said my dog doesn't like it at all. I'll tell you that much. You got that right. My two pups got their tails tucked between their legs there. Well, at least one of them, my Catahoula, doesn't have it's got a bobtail, so it'd be kind of difficult for him to do. Yes, that's Barkley, and he lives up to his name. Get it? Barkley? All right. I'll show myself out. Still monitoring these two, folks. We got the initial one right here that was in effect. It's got 2 minutes to go. We'll see if they let that go on and expire. And then we've got the latest one here that's not expiring for another 31 minutes. All right, we got some reports that have come in, folks, from the storms that we were previously following. You all remember whenever we were talking about and we were following that rotation right along the Hart, Edmonson, and Grayson County line. We received the report at approximately 4:27 p.m. earlier this afternoon. We had a mobile home that was swept off of its foundation in Wax. That's just northeast of Nolan Lake whenever we were covering it earlier. So we continue to have some reports that are rolling in here. And we've got another one that came in right here near Wax that was speaking of several more reports of trees falling onto homes, power lines down in several locations of structural damage, all right? So, folks, this is why we're on here with you. We try to bring this to you as quick as possible. Where our grounds are so saturated, y'all, we have so much water and so much moisture within our grounds that we have got the trees that can just topple over rather easily, all right? So that's why we've had so many reports of power outages, other things that have been ongoing. It's been a wild summer, y'all. Yeah, it's been a wild summer. We've had tornadoes that occurred that haven't shown basically any returns on radar whatsoever. 2 of them occurred in Butler County. We had one occur near Morgantown. It impacted Final Finish, auto body shop there. Shout out to the Ingram crew. And then working there north towards Jetson, we had an EF1 tornado. It was on the ground for 2 miles. Radar wasn't showing anything. It's been crazy. And now you all keep the reports coming in. Brittany said the thunder is literally rattling my house. We had one there a short time ago that, getting close to making you want to change your britches. Y'all hanging there with us like a hair in a biscuit. We are right here with you. Moving in here on the north side of Franklin, on the north side of Simpson County as well. Got some of the strongest returns coming through Auburn and Dennis, down towards Turnertown, Salmons as well, over towards Blackjack. That is near where the literal fork in the road is. Christian says power is now out at the Walmart in Franklin, Kentucky. Come on through here, cold front. In the words of Matthew McConaughey, why don't you come on through here, cold front? Be a lot cooler if you did. Russellville, we're right there on it. You want to see Russellville? You got Russellville, Heather. Downpouring deluge rainfalls. We are looking northeast right along 431. The strongest portion of that storm over near Logan County is coming in there as we speak. So getting a nice view of that. Kim Harold said that Munfordville near Dixie Highway had the tornado confirmed touchdown. That's what we were watching earlier, folks. Whenever we brought up our storm report, we were showing it to y'all here a little bit earlier. We can bring it up again just outside of our initial coverage area, but they indeed had a tornado on the ground with loads of damage over there in Hart County. Thoughts and prayers with all of you all over there. Hopefully we can mitigate, not have any injuries or worse as a result of that. Christian Skipworth said Logan Aluminum's getting hit hard. You got that right, my friend. Looking over here at Lewisburg. Right there just south near Edwards and Epley's on 431. Got very, very strong returns here on the DBZ on the radar front. Russellville now, you can see where we just got that return. You can see the flashing returns, folks. The flashing returns on the radar is where that very, very strong returns of the radar are. That's where you can be experiencing some hail that's falling with that as well, all right? And it looks like actually we do have some small hail that's falling right here on the WRUS Skycam. Line continues to mosey down to the south and east, folks. We're going to back this thing out here. We'll put it into motion for you. Amanda says they're getting absolutely hammered on Macedonia Road near Adolphus. We got the southern half of Wobbles, folks, getting absolutely slammed. Wobbles, baby, wobbles, baby, wobbles, baby, wobbles. You can see the trajectory of the storms here, folks. Pulling off slowly but surely to the south and east. Another silver lining coming out of this. This thing isn't occurring in the middle of the night whenever everyone's going to be asleep. Great news. We don't like whenever that occurs. And would you look to the north? Over here, it's clearing up some over in Bowling Green, but we're going to switch it over here and take a glance and a gander at some of our other cameras. Got the Shady Hollow Golf Course camera. Take a look at that. This is where the line of storms, folks, is just tracked to the south. We're looking due west from Shady Hollow Golf Course over the immaculate 18th green right there. And we already got rays of sunshine that's coming out. Are you freaking kidding me? Hey, real talk, though. If we can get this out of here and we can get this sunset that's ongoing, we might just have ourselves a rainbow warning that we'll need to put out. So those of you out there, if you see any of that, let us know. Still underneath this severe thunderstorm warning for another 22 minutes. Auburn, 6880, Happy Hollow. Russellville, you're not included in that, but ironically, some of the stronger returns are over here near where you're at. And we got this one here that's expired in 22 minutes for the 60-mile-an-hour winds, folks. We've been following that one in Scottsville seemingly forever over here in Allen County. Got strong returns here near Peden Mill over into Hickory Flat and Flat Rock, pulling down to the south across the Kentucky-Tennessee state line as well. Y'all are the best. Seriously. You all are the best. Lindsay said they're also without power down in Franklin as well. Dyfor Road in Alvaton. Lots of thunder and lightning. Andy Cruz says, wildest lightning seen a very long time near Russellville. That's what we were just watching there. And look right here, man. We're looking at that. That lightning that we were just watching there on the camera, that's absolute insanity. Still got those strong storms that's working over from that direction as well. Did y'all just see the golf cart just drive by on our Shady Hollow camera? I hope nobody's out there trying to get a late round in. Mary Gleason says they got sunshine too on Doolan's Lake Road right behind Pleasant Rock Church. Skies are clearing out, folks, from the north and west. Hopefully we can get, as we previously mentioned, maybe we can get a view of some rainbows in here before it's all said and done. It's coming in, moving in here with the Sexton Bin Builders camera too, down in Gold City. Really starting to come down. We got the wall of rain working right in here, folks. Taking a minute, I just flipped that around. Lacey says that they got hail, some over in Hickory Flat. Look at that, here it comes. Literally spun around just in time to get it rolling right through the heart of Gold City. Look at the tussles on top of that corn, just waving. Beautiful country down there. Jay, stop talking about cooking, man. My mouth's watering. I missed out on dinner. I haven't eaten since about noon today. Can't wait to stuff my face after these things move out of here. Glasgow, yeah, you're getting in on the rain over there as well. Still watching this, folks. Big old wind bags is what these are. Loads of rain. You've got some hail with these, and we've got very strong winds. Have had reports of trees down, numerous power outages across the entirety of the Wobbles community as well. Y'all aren't helping things. Johnny's got ribs on the grill too. No funnies. I do not think that a tornado is going to hit Glasgow by the looks of things. We've got some plain Jane thunderstorms moving through here. We've got these two severe warnings. The one that's been in effect for Allen County for approximately 176 hours. this cell has been blowing and back building here and getting conjured up with all this other mess that moved in out of the north a short time ago. Marty says weather chicken for life. Weather chicken for life. Yes. Yeah, Shady Hollow does look great right now. It's absolutely beautiful. Can't thank our partners up there at Shady Hollow and the Edmonton Voice enough for helping make that happen. Again, folks, you can access this camera and all of our cameras on our free app. Download it in the App Store. Google Play, WX or not. Hailing on 79. Appreciate that, Heather Brown. Deluge is still coming through here, folks. We got 16 minutes on this severe thunderstorm warning, and we got 16 minutes on the one down to the south and east over here in Scottsville as well. Damaging winds will be the primary concern. Also got the opportunity of hail. It's raining cats and dogs over in Russellville. Well, cats and dogs. It looks like it's raining elephants and wildebeest too. My God. Hey, Nicole, great news. You can buy the Weather Chicken shirt. You can buy the Wobble shirts. Everything is in the Whether or Not merch shop. You can go to our blog, wxornotbg.com. Click the shop at the top. Shop your heart out. We got beanies that are available, hoodies, t-shirts. We got the whole 9 yards. Shameless plug, y'all. In halfway, the flag across the street from my house blowing to the northeast, and then a mile down the road, flag is blowing to the west and northwest. Yeah, Chase. It's wild, man. These wind eddies are going every which way. Ryan Darty says they got that Forrest Gump sideways rain whipping through the west side of Woodburn. On that note of Forrest Gump, you all talk about here over the past couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, even 4 weeks. It's like the everyday, the storm roulette that gets going where you get these massive pop-ups that just dump deluge rains. It's like, and one day it started raining, right? And then it just hasn't stopped. It's just been ongoing. Look at this lightning that is going on in Russellville. This is absolutely insane. Yes, CN, right on cue. Sideways rain. We got Stangane rain. Y'all keep them coming. Y'all are too much fun. Glad we have some fun while we're covering severe thunderstorms. Real talk. Another 14 minutes on these, y'all. Auburn, you're getting in on what Russellville's in on right now. This is going to be pulling down to the south and east. Corinth down into Sandtown, Middleton, right along the Simpson and Logan County line, continuing with that southeastward trajectory. This thing is just straddling out, y'all. Big old fight rain. Yeah, we'll back it up for you. There you go. Southeastward track, folks. Again, I know I mentioned a little bit earlier in the stream, silver lining to all of this. Cold front south of the region come tomorrow. We're going to be looking at humidity falling throughout the day. We're going to have winds out of the north. It's going to be sunny. Highs are going to be mitigated between the low and mid 80s. Thursday, we might not get out of the 70s for highs. Don't tell anybody. But we're watching that. And sometimes rain seems to come straight from underneath. Power flickering again over in Auburn, according to Whitney. Appreciate that. Ashley said they've been trying to get their internet to work, and they've got no electricity over in the Providence area. Wicked shelf cloud and lightning that came through a short time ago was crazy. Thank you for that report. Look at the differences in what we got going on here, y'all. Sexton Bin Builder Skycam and the Russellville WRUS Skycam, we don't even have nearly any visibility. And up in Shady Hollow, we literally just had a freaking golf cart that just went through because they're about to tee off, apparently. Get them in a quick 9 here before sunset. Can't stop, won't stop. This thing's taking its sweet time, isn't it? My goodness, I'm ready for this to get out of here. Got some more little cells blowing up right here along the Edmonson and Warren County line, but nothing to be concerned with. But y'all look over here over Russellville. Logan County, what have y'all done to make Zeus so mad? This is an insane number of lightning strikes. Absolute insanity. Look at that. Last 30 minutes. You kidding me? 4,683 lightning strikes. Cloud to ground 844. That is absolutely wild. Crazy lightning. All right, got another severe thunderstorm warning that just got included. We've been basically covering it like it was a severe thunderstorm, y'all, due to the returns we were seeing. 1-inch hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds. This includes Russellville. Literally what we were just talking about, folks. We've been focusing on this portion of the storm. We've been covering it basically like it had a severe warning. And if you want to see why, now you see why. Ashley Lack says she's wearing her weather chicken shirt for good luck. That's what we like to hear. Appreciate all you all for the support. Anything you all buy from our merchandise shop, all of that money goes right back into our operation. Everything here at Whether or Not is taken, it's put back into our operation. That's how we're able to have our phenomenal cyclone ports out there. There goes our friend on the golf cart again at Shady Hollow. And Cyclone Port, SDS Weather, cannot thank them enough for partnering with us and helping make this possible to better serve you all in and across the entirety of the Wobbles community. Just deluge rains. Starting to move out. So Russellville, getting some hints there, some sunshine there. Looking off to the west side of the camera there, you can see it's getting a little bit brighter. Sexton Bin Builders cam, though, it's still coming down like crazy. Trying to get a view here. All right, y'all, say bye to Shady Hollow. We're going to jump over here and try and take a gander at our WPBM camera. Yeah, Ethan, it would appear that Morgantown will be in the clear for the rest of the night. I can't get over that. I cannot get over this amount of lightning that's been occurring. If y'all are seeing right there on our ticker, located on the far side of the screen, we've just had a flash flood warning that got issued for Allen, Simpson, and Warren County as well. All right, so we're going to peel right over here, and this is the trajectory of where those storms have continued to back build. You can see the lime green polygon outline. This flash flood warning is in effect. This is Allen and Simpson and Warren County, all right? So the far north and east side of Simpson County, slicing right through the heart of the west side of Allen County up into the south and west side of Bowling Green. So in addition to our severe thunderstorm warnings that we've been talking about, the flash flood warnings continue as well. Mr. XD fan said 1.3 inches of rainfall in Halfway over the last hour and a half. I believe it. Yeah, Em, we're watching. If y'all were watching, we're gonna go back over here. We're gonna bring it up to see if our golfers are still over here in our Shady Hollow cam. Russellville camera is starting to open up now. Starting to get some more views and some more sunshine. There we go. We brought it up for you. Y'all keep your eyes. Let's see if we get the golf cart coming back through, playing them an early evening round on the links. It keeps going. That golf cart keeps going back and forth. Here's the view overlooking Bowling Green. You can see the storms down to the south now, how much darker it is over in that direction. Thank you, Andy. Appreciate it. Andy makes a very important point, y'all. We try to educate. We try to educate with our coverage. A knowledgeable community is a safer community, and that's our whole idea. It's actually part of our mission statement here at Whether or Not as well. We try to make it as easily accessible and available to everyone. We're taking apart a phenomenal collaboration with Buy Local Bowling Green. And we have got cards that are out. If you've been by Gads or any of our local communities, you pick up some of our postcards. We've got a QR code where you can go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. And YouTube allots the opportunity for a multitude of different languages that can be readily accessible to you. Andy Cruz says just steady rain over Logan County High School now, and the sunshine's following. We were just looking at that. Coming through the heart of Franklin here, folks, is a severe thunderstorm warning that we've been watching. It does have the tornado possible tag with a very broad rotation that we've been following along seemingly over the past, again, 147 hours here. 60-mile-an-hour winds up to an inch in hail, and we do have broad rotation. So there is a tornado possible tag. We could have a brief tornado that could touch down as a result. Again, folks, the same song and dance we've been dealing with all this weekend. If you got reports that you can send in safely, please do so. Franklin, coming an absolute deluge now, stretching on Highway 100 westward, coming down on the south side of Logan County, and I was really hoping I was going to get to say this today, y'all. One of my favorite communities in the Waples area, Lick Skillet. Lick Skillet. Olmsted getting in on some very strong returns here over into Oakville, right near Shaco as well. Got our friends down to the south there, Sean, and our partners down at JB Distillery in Adairsville. Phenomenal place there, folks. Sean, buddy, you're about to get in on it down there, that's for sure. Yes. BH James Distillery. Sorry, my mind is completely lost right now. BH James Distillery with Sean and Company there in Adairsville. .14 on Grider Pond Road in Bowling Green. Thank you, Marla. A very hard rain over in Auburn. Yeah, guys, I want to give another big shout out to the entirety of the Whether or Not team here. Evan, churning and burning. You all getting answers, keeping up with everything, trying to answer your questions on the back end here of our social media channels, YouTube, Facebook, anything, all that in between. Keeping the app up and going as well. We still got a ton of you all watching our live stream on the app right now. WX or Not BG. You all go search in the App Store and download it. Still just watching another scan that came through, y'all. Got very strong returns right here. What we were just pointing out, folks. We're going to come back here. I hate to be the broken record. Riding through Lickskillet, Ferguson, east through 739 over into Oakville. Watching the same area that we were watching earlier with the stronger returns that we've got right here on radar with some rotation. No, Maya, we're not expecting another round of storms. This here, folks, across the severe thunderstorm warning that we're watching, this is where the strongest rotation is. Right over here near Ash Spring, Lickskillet, Ferguson, over into Oakville, crossing 1041 and 96. Yeah, y'all, we've got so many reports of power outages and everything in between. Got a new flash flood warning that's been out. You all can see it and follow it right there on the ticker, folks. For Logan and Simpson County here as well. All right, got a new flash flood warning. We got 1 to 3 inches of rain that's already fallen. Turn around, don't drown. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. Flash flooding of small creeks and streams, highways, urban areas, and underpasses. That severe thunderstorm warning we're watching here with the tornado possible tag, folks, has got nearly 80,000 of you all underneath the severe thunderstorm warning. 80,000 members here across our region. This is stretching from Allen County. Y'all look at the size of this freaking severe thunderstorm warning. It's going from northern Logan County over to far east. Well, not anymore. They just trimmed it. Have y'all noticed how many times I've mentioned something, then the watch box changes or the warning polygons change? Look at that over there. We were seeing the rotation, folks, just with all of that lightning. Just wild. That's where we were watching that rotation earlier, and you can see the returns really starting to light up over here too. All right, so now we're looking right here in between Lickskillet, Oakville, Mortimer Station, Schley, and just north and east of Dot. Got more returns over here near Shaco, Middleton, over here near Neosho as well. Riding right along 664 west out of Franklin here from 383. Very strong wind returns right here in these two locations, y'all. If you can report or you got reports of damage, please do so safely. But we're watching right here and right here. This is where we have the strongest winds and actually some broad rotation that's being showcased here along with this. Yes, we can. Let's take a look here. What we've got. We've got another 25 minutes on this one. At the rate it keeps pulling to the south, hopefully it'll be dropped sooner than that. There's another scan return, folks, and it continues to crawl. Y'all, if this crawls at a much slower pace, we could see some flash flooding emergencies over here in south side of Logan County, over in Simpson County and Allen County. So y'all be aware of that. We're right here on the final stretch, y'all. I promise. Going to be right here with you until they move out. Yeah, just absolute deluge here. Wandering Kentucky said the rain has basically stopped in Russellville, but the thunder to the south is continuous. Hey, that's a great page for y'all to follow. Go check out Wandering Kentucky. It's awesome. Facebook, Instagram, all things across the great Commonwealth. He's a great follow. Yes, that's our primary concern. Remains damaging winds. Got the opportunity of some isolated instances, some large hail, and very broad rotation. Can't rule it out. That's why they have the tornado tag on the current. You see right there, folks, where it says tornado threat and it says possible. This is what they do with that. They put these tornado tags on there because it's very difficult within a scan or two that these little quips of these rotations can fire up and then they're gone before you can see it. So they put that on there as a heads up for everyone. But in addition to the severe thunderstorm warning, folks, we are continuing to monitor our flash flooding concerns. All right? We've got our severe thunderstorm warning here. We've got our flash flood warning as well. That's in effect for roughly another 2.5 or 3 hours. All right? We got 2 separate ones that are out there that's ongoing. And we got 1 to 3 inches of rainfall that's fallen total within those vicinities and what we're seeing. Total whiteout and winds are whipping and prices mill, according to Jeffrey. Appreciate that. Linda Allen said they just lost power as well. That's where we were watching that earlier, y'all, near Shaco, pressing down towards the south and east too. Over here near Price's Mill that he was just mentioning is right there within that severe thunderstorm warning where the strongest velocities and the returns on radar was occurring just a short time ago. All right, so you can see it right there, folks. Literally. Jeff just said total whiteout winds are whipping in Price's Mill. Jeff, right there you go. We got the center of the strongest velocities right now that is occurring right there over top of this, hinting at the opportunity of 60 to 70 plus mile an hour winds. We got the same reading over here being picked up by our indicator just west of there near Mortimer Station, down just south and west of Oakville as well. So near Neosho, Price's Mill, pulling south towards Providence, and then this is going to be crossing over the Tennessee state line, and once it does so, it is going to be out of the Wobbles community. As previously mentioned, folks, we are right here on the final stretch. God, the flooding is absolutely unreal here. This corridor right here, y'all, I know you all are experiencing it. But this corridor running right along right here across southern 2/3 of Allen County, basically the entirety of Simpson County and the southern half of Logan County. Got loads of lightning, a lot of very strong, powerful winds, and yes, indeed, got the opportunity of some hail falling too. Yep, still watching and monitoring, folks. Big Briz says they got 1.88 inches in southern Simpson County on the Tennessee border. That's crazy. I have no idea what it's doing in Delaware. We don't cover Delaware. We cover Kentucky. In particular, 7-county coverage region, that is the Wobbles community. Warren, Allen, Barron, Butler, Logan, Edmonson, and Simpson County. I don't have any idea. No, I do not. I don't cover New York. We don't cover any other place. We are a hyper-local weather entity. Right there, y'all, coming through. Damaging winds, the collection, everything we've talked about, y'all. Get another return here, but those of you stretching from roughly Olmsted, Oakville, Middleton, over to Gold City and Point South. That's where we're looking at the strongest activity that's coming through. And we're continuing with this severe thunderstorm warning for another 17 minutes. Down here right across the line, the National Weather Service in Louisville in Nashville has marked this threat as considerable with up to 70-mile-an-hour winds and 1-inch hail. That is why you see what we refer to as the crawling ants, all right? We've customized these outlook and these warnings with different classifications that the National Weather Service gives it. Whenever we have considerable damage possibility with up to 70-mile-an-hour winds, we got the marching ants that are going around the polygon. Up here, you can see how there are not marching ants across the south side of the Wobbles community, but we do have up to 1 inch in hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds coming along with that as well. Yes, it needs to be trimmed. We got Connor was asking if Lewisburg is safe. Lewisburg, those of you up there near Epley, stretching northward on 431 towards Dunmore, Logan Aluminum, all of our folks up there, you all have been covered, okay? You're good. You're out of the woods, all right? We got the cold front that's driving to our south. Once this round gets through here, we're all going to be able to take a deep breath. Landon's going to be able to go get some dinner. And we're going to be on our merry way. Going to be right here with you, though, y'all. We're committed. The entire team's committed. Amelia, it looks like Franklin's got about another 15 or 20 minutes of this until it rolls out. As previously mentioned, would not be surprised if we see some flash flood emergencies that are issued out there. If you have anything to report, please do so. Donna said the thunder and lightning absolutely insane in Franklin right now. Ashley said, I no longer have flower petals, just green leaves. The rain continues to come in sideways. Oh, it's all good. I can survive on radar coverage and water. I'll live. Butler County's in the clear. Butler County, you're in the clear. You got a few quips of some cells that are popping up here. Edmonson County, you're in the clear. We're getting this trimmed down here. Warren County, you're in the clear. You've got lightning that's still occurring, but the severe warning just got trimmed up again. And those of you over here on the west side of Glasgow, you got this little quip of a storm that's coming in here. It might clip the Grove music venue over there and right along, and the west and south side of Glasgow could get in on this. But the only severe warnings are down here across the southern tier of our region. And don't forget, folks, we got the 2 flash flood warnings that are out there as well. Those are going to be in effect for another 2.5 to 3 hours. So if you're out there for any reason, if you're out and about, you're trying to drive, avoid water-covered roadways at all costs. Yep. Right here, folks, the worst of it's going to work south. My apologies, trying to work up here, trying to get together some of our cameras turned around and whatnot for you. Look at these views now, folks. We got sunshine trying to work in here, overlooking Morgantown with some beautiful views over in that direction. And look at this structure on these severe storms that we're looking at from our WPBM camera, located right along the the line, the Barron-Logan County line. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think it's been like 3.5 hours or something like that we've been ongoing with this coverage. Fairview demands accords. Sun peeking out in Franklin here on the north side. Yeah, y'all, we brought this up there a short time ago. Look at what our lightning frequency counter clicker's up to now. If we can just come right in here, let's zoom in right here on just Simpson County. And over 2,100 lightning strikes. Folks, this is the past 30 minutes, all right? You want to make this really interesting? Look at the past hour and the past 6 hours for today. Over 4,200 lightning strikes over in Simpson County alone. Over here near Russellville, a little bit earlier, look at that. Nearly over 5,000. This lightning has been absolutely ridiculous today. All right, y'all. This thing's trucking south. This thing's barrel rolling down, crossing over the Tennessee state line. Anyone down there on the Upper Cumberland Plateau, I know I mentioned this earlier, Anthony Taylor, Upper Cumberland Weather. He's got you covered. Because as soon as this thing exits, folks, we're jumping off of here. We've been live covering this since around 4 p.m. this afternoon. Got sun that's trying to peek out over in Franklin. Come on, come on. Put this into motion for you. We'll back it up. But back it up. Things are really blowing up there as it crosses over the line. All of y'all on the north side of Tennessee, from Adams eastward towards Orlinda, Cross Plains, New Deal, Angeltown, over to Westmoreland and Bradentown, near Lafayette, over into Red Boiling Springs as well, over in that area. Folks, looks like the worst of it's sagging south out of here. We're going to bring this up. Got a very strong wind returns in between just right along the east side of Hilltop, right along 591 towards Price's Mill. But outside of that, dare I say it, we're all about to be out of the woods on this thing. Hallelujah. Just incredible views, folks, from the WPBM Barron River Lake cam. Immaculate colors. Ashley said they're still without power. Yeah, y'all, shout out to the linemen. WRECC, everyone, Tri-State, BGMU, surrounding area. Got a lot of work. A lot of work that's going down. Keep our power up and running. See if we can get somewhat of an update. We got a whole load of people without power over here near out on Plano Road. Looks like over 500 of you all are out. They're on the south side of Warren County, south and east side. Down here south of Franklin near Providence as well, we got nearly 1,000 of you all without power over there. Yeah, we'll still be covering Adolphus. We still cover Adolphus, Alicia. We're right here on the far south side of Allen County. We still cover that. Y'all looking at these views, in particular to the WPBM camera? That's absolutely beautiful. The wide array of colors here with the sunset, with the storm that's still ongoing. All right, y'all, that latest scan right there was encouraging, and it looks like the worst of it with all the strongest winds now is now south of the line here, right? We got another 6 minutes. Got another 6 minutes on our current severe thunderstorm warning. And they'll be trimming that up here pretty soon. And we're going to be able to wrap this thing up, put a bow on it, and call it a night. Oh, we told y'all that we're going to be on a rainbow alert. And looky here, Amy Tishner Smith providing us with what we came here for. Rainbow warning. Beautiful views out there, folks. Y'all got any more to send in, send them our way. Angela said that 2.5 inches of rain has fallen so far at her house up in Oakland on the northeast side of Warren County. Unreal. Just about, Sharon. We're really, really close to being done with this. Got some beautiful views here. We got Nicole Woods just sent us this great photo coming out from the north and east side of Allen County. What a beautiful view here. Got the storm clouds rolling out. It's looking great. All right, y'all. Here we are. They keep trimming this up. They got another 4 minutes on it. The countdown is on. Yep. Ashley, you can shoot us photos on our X feed. You can send it to us on our Facebook page, Messenger. Those are the two primary ways to get them to us. 3.5 inches this evening south of town in Greystone Subdivision. Thank you, Lisa, for that report. My goodness, y'all. I knew it'd been pretty bad. We've got loads and loads of it. 2 minutes left. Power remains out over in Huntsville, according to Mary Fleming. And, yeah, y'all, the power outages are far and wide. We're going to give you one more glance over here at this beauty of a view from the Barren River Lake cam, WPBM cam. Down to 1 minute, y'all. We're going to back this thing out here. Watch our ticker drop it. And once it's dropped, we're good. Signed, sealed, and delivered. No, I do not expect them to extend the warning. And y'all, if you look here, we'll back this up for you. You look up here to the north, we'll switch radars for you. We got a few quips of cells that's working in here, Edmonson County, but the parameters are all down here to our south, all right? All down here to our south. All right, y'all, that's it. They have not extended the warning. I would expect a severe thunderstorm watch is going to be dropped here very soon. Currently, it is technically in effect until 9 p.m. this evening, but I fully expect for that to be dropped here as we work throughout the remainder of this evening, all right? We did just have another flash flood warning that got issued for Allen and Simpson County that we were just talking about. All right, you can see where they just dropped that. In effect for another until 10:45. Just be aware of that, folks. The severe threat for the Wobbles community, right here, as you can see, is gone and moved out of the region. We cannot thank you enough for all of your all support. Huge shout out to the teams over at On Target, Morgantown Bank and Trust for being our community partners and helping make this happen. And all of your all support. So many downloads on the app. We can't thank you enough for helping us do what we do, all right? You all take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Tune in early tomorrow morning, 5:55 a.m. We're going to be live here across our channels and on the app, bringing you the good news of that lower humidity and a few days of reprieve before we crank the summer heat back up throughout the weekend on into next week with a return of pop-up storms as well. Again, cannot thank you all enough for your support. We thank you so much from the entirety of the Weather or Not team. You all stay safe. Have an amazing, phenomenal rest of your Tuesday.